talking. Put your head to the ground when I walk in. You should proceed with caution. You could get cut up for free, that's a walk-in. Don't need your offering. Come in my office, speaking to me as a fee. I'm an impress. He might be hotter than y'all, but I'm heat to a different degree. Don't believe, come and see. Fuga. When it open, it go right through you. Give me an inch and I'll show you a roller. When you see me, freeze, producer, you can get skilled. I'll be the best, I mean nobody better. You best in your era, I'm best in wherever, whenever, forever. I sit at the top. Even when you giving all that you got, all that I'm giving to you is a box. That mean that you better chill. Popping out when I'm breaking the seal. No Shibuya, you can't level the field. Gassed up like he Timothy till he gotta face the greatest in history. Know that bet he may have faith in ability. Only way that's gonna play is my victory, and that's a split decision. Cut him deep, that's a big incision. Hit my target with elite precision. You call him great at his peak position. If this competition was shame. Everything I'm supposed to be. So you take it all to me. And your nightmare never ends.
What is up, guys? Dashing here and live. We are, baby, night 2 of the Tag Team Cup and the inaugural Women's Tag Team Cup, my friends, here. Oh. Something might be wrong. I can't, man. I can't take it anymore. We're just gonna try to breeze past that and hope that maybe it's just a momentary error. Where was I though? Tag Team Cup, my friends. We are here live from Tokyo, Japan. God, I hope that that's just an entrance thing. If not, we might have a problem, but we're kicking things off, as we always do, jumping straight into the action, guys. And yes, the inaugural Women's Tag Team Cup. Oh, thank God. Fucking hell, man. But as you see there, main character energy, Blake and Noah, accompanied by Gianna, gonna be taking on the team here of Brina Story and B. Barrett. And well, look at this, Brina Story, guys, has come equipped with her own B-themed gear here, really getting into the zone, matching up with her tag team partner. And as excited as ever, you gotta love the energy from Brina Story. They are both ready to bring it here against Gianna's main character energy. Obviously, they've both been having issues. Or so B. Barrett for months at this point. She's got herself some backup here. Story, who of course suffered a loss to Gianna a few weeks back. What a way, though, to potentially get that lick back, as the kids would say, here in the first round of the inaugural Women's Tag Team Cup, my friends. A couple nights ago was the 8th annual Men's Tag Team Cup, and what a show it was. Some truly incredible tag team wrestling we saw. In the end, it was pure excellence. Tiger Brown and Kendrick Russell, who were victorious and challenged the Dream Team. Blake Virtue and Troy Colt for the World Tag Team titles, and the main event ended in a time limit draw. Neither team willing to budge, and after a hell of a war, the dust settled, and Dream Team going to be heading back to the United States, still the World Tag Team Champions. But who in tonight's main event will be challenging Hats LaFaves for the Women's Tag Team titles, as our first round matchup gets underway. And well, that is Blake there, the main character energy. And about to get her head stomped in. Drop kick out of the corner by Brina Story, and Gianna is in the corner of her two gals here. I would not put it past her for a moment to potentially try to get involved here, and that's something that hopefully Brina Story and B. Barrett are prepared for. Story up on a Brett's rope here. That's quite a distance. Oh, but she makes it. God damn, Brina Story coming out swinging here in this matchup. We are in Tokyo, Japan, baby. It's time to get down, get dirty, get it on. Pinfall attempt, though, only a 1 count. Not going to be that easy, unfortunately, for Brina Story. Although, of course, we talked about it a couple nights ago, the 8th Annual Men's Tag Team Cup. You know, got to be the strategy for all these teams to win as quickly as possible to keep yourself and your tag team partner, your team as a whole, fresh going into the further rounds, the semifinals, the finals. And then don't forget, you got the championship match waiting for you at the finish line. Well, now Noah's tagged in. Brina Story is unrelenting as she now goes to make the tag to B. Barrett. Blake down on the outside. Noah staring up the lights. Gianna's looking worried, and understandable. Just a couple minutes into this matchup, man, and the Killer Bees out here in Japan. They are staying. There's a stiff kick to lower back. Noah's like, wait a minute, picking herself up here against the ropes. Delivers the kick to the back of the leg, back body drop, going to send it down to the outside where Blake has just gotten back to her feet. Now Noah going to go try to take a swipe here at Brina Story. Oh, meanwhile, Blake at ringside going to throw B. Barrett back into the ring, and now things getting turned around just like that. Tag to Blake Story rolling to the outside of the ring as Barrett tries to pull herself up here. Winning team here will face either the Undisputed Elite or the duo of Thea and Dallas Cole. That's our next first round matchup. We also, of course, have Ashley Rain and Maggie Shaw, who will be taking on the Vances, Giovanna and Cassidy. In our final first round matchup, going to be the Killjoy Club, who we now know will be Stevie Gabriel and Amelia Jones representing here in the Tag Team Cup. They'll take on Chloe Marks and Quinn Bell. Of course, the dark horse tag team of this cup. Marks and Bell. Oh, Blake going to get distracted here by Brina Story. And going to get slammed hard down onto the floor. That suplex Barrett. Meanwhile, with the opportunity to try to shake off the damage done to her, Blake now going to throw Story off to the side. Barrett is still struggling to, there you go, shake it off as Gianna has just slid a kendo stick into the ring. Luckily, our referee here is going to see it and get rid of it. Big spine buster there by Blake into the pin. Main character, energy going to advance. No, kick out at 1 by B. Barrett. Not out of the woods yet, though. Irish whip into the corner. Blake going to make that tag to Noah, and we have seen this before. This double sort of spine buster. The elevation is unbelievable. Brina Story going to try to make the save, but Blake stands in her way. Luckily, B. Barrett able to kick out. It's now Blake going to throw Story out of the ring. B. Barrett trying to recover here, obviously. Easier said than done after eating that hellacious ring shaking spine buster. Meanwhile, Story getting dropped out of the military press. Back in the ring, though. Noah was distracted, and Barrett going to capitalize with that double axe handle from off the second rope. What a clothesline, though, by Noah. Gianna, hey! Gianna putting hands here on B. Barrett. Gianna setting Barrett up. And Noah taking advantage, man, slamming Barrett's face off the side of the steel barricade. Here comes Brina Story, trying to aid her tag team partner, but to no avail. Barrett, though, with a kick to the side of the head. Like I said, knew Gianna was going to get involved here somehow. Oh, right into the side of the steel steps goes B. Barrett. And Brina Story, who's not the legal woman here, getting her head smashed off the floor, guys. They have until the count to 20. I think the ref's at 9 now. Noah is just causing absolute destruction here at ringside. And now Story goes careening into the side of the steel steps. B. Barrett, where's she going? Where'd Blake go? Oh, she's over there by Gianna. I was like, wait a minute, what the hell? Both women back into the ring. This one going to be saved from potential count out. I think Blake's looking for a further piece of Brina Story over there. What's Gianna doing? Oh, man, the numbers game is just too much here, I think, for Brittany Story and B. Barrett to handle. Big belly to belly. Gianna's just unsheathed, guys, that top turnbuckle over there. Pin attempt by Barrett, but a kick out. Here comes Blake. How is she trying to do? Brittany Story finally back to her feet. As Barrett drags Noah here into the corner. Looks like finally things going to reset. Up to the top goes Noah. Barrett with a big hook to the jaw. B with a massive arm drag from off the top. Noah trying to look for some refuge here out on the apron. Oh, B. Barrett getting distracted by Gianna. Barrett's hatred for Gianna, the animosity between the two, costing Barrett here. She's got to snap out of it. And she does, but is that too much time? Big hook to the jaw. Noah knocked off the apron, drop kick. Oh, attempted, but Blake nicely moves out of the way. Guys, let's not forget about that exposed turnbuckle. Oh, the referee has seen it. As Noah throws Barrett into the corner. Elbow to the jaw, though, by Barrett. Big boot. Right to the jaw, gonna rock Noah. Blake's telling the referee, come on, man. Cramping our style over here. Barrett, nice kick. Nice shot. Top. Oh, and a shot there from Brittany Story. Looks like she might have also inadvertently hit B. Barrett, but that's okay. And with miscommunication, Barrett's all right. And snap kick across the back. Can they do it? B. Barrett. Man, 2.999 right there. As the B flies. Oh, but she's not finished. B. Barrett is a buzzing. Oh, but Noah gonna clip those wings. Nasty clothesline as she brings Barrett to her feet. Look at the power here. Slamming Barrett down like ain't no thing. Brittany Story's looking worried. She has a reason to be as Barrett gets dragged by arm and by leg away from the ropes. You know that Noah's setting up for something nasty here. Grabbing her by the ear. Oh, God. Blowing on them knuckles for an absolutely devastating straight right hook. Between the eyes, guys. Barrett is unresponsive. She could be out cold right now. And Noah's just having some extra little bit of fun with that military press. Gianna back up on the apron again. She's trying to take off that top turnbuckle cover a second time as Barrett just gets brutalized here. Oh no! And into the exposed turnbuckle! But Barrett, that woke her up, and the bee's knees! Into the pin, holy shit, what a comeback! 1, 2, but a kick out! Can you imagine, man, as the referee has seen the exposed turnbuckle, that just pissed B. Barrett off! That's all that did! And Noah's like, hang on a second, what the hell just happened? Oh, B marching her way into the opposite corner. Full steam ahead. Oh, what a forearm to the chest. Noah's got to be looking up at the bright lights right now, wondering what the hell just transpired. What is Barrett doing? Not trying to get distracted by Gianna again. What is she doing? If I were to be Barrett, where is she going? Barrett maybe took that punch a little harder than we thought. Oh, it gets knocked out of the ring for her troubles. Brittany Story, though, going to try to battle back Noah here, keep her busy, give Barrett a chance to recover, get back to her feet. And Story's doing a good job of that. Look at Brittany Story, you better think again, huh? Oh, and now Barrett's back up. Brito with the cheap shot. Can B. Barrett take advantage here? Irish whip into the corner. That tag to Brittany Story at last. Gianna telling these Tokyo, Japan fans to shut the hell up as they start to rally here between these killer bees. Pin attempt after that senton. 1, 2. Kick out, man. Closer and closer, though, these two are getting. Oh, no, we're going to try to make the tag. Oh, man. And now Blake comes in at this point nice and fresh. It's going to change the complexion of this matchup. Fireman's carry into a sidewalk slam. Again, the power from Blake. Unbelievable, and this is not where Brittany Story wants to be at the feet of Gianna, who's already continuously gotten involved. Sliding in weapons, putting hands on B. Barrett earlier, taking off that top turnbuckle cover. I mean, I don't know how the referee has not thrown Gianna out of this matchup yet, but look at Britta's story. You've seen this before from her. Gonna crescendo with that double underhook. Face first onto the floor. Watch that count though, have until 20. Britta's story not gonna risk it, throws Blake back in at 7. Gianna keeping a distance now. Yeah, after the damage has already been done. Story meanwhile, oh, and look, come on, man. Gianna again. Distracting Britta's story here. I mean, a rookie mistake. I hope Story would know better than this, but Gianna just has that way of getting under people's skin, man. Story gonna try to refocus, trying for that tag. Blake, though, given far too much time to recover. As an Irish whip into the corner now, slow approach by Blake. Trying to make that tag to Noah. Britta's Story, though, fights into the corkscrew neckbreaker. Taking that drive, baby, that moonlight drive into the pin for the win. 2.999. Even Noah got a little bit worried right there. Oh, Story to the top. Could it be that corkscrew moonsault? Could it be that corkscrew moonsault? Noah trying to cramp her style. There it is. Oh, man. Those few moments. Noah grabbing at the ankle of Britta's Story there. Allowed for Blake to get out of the way, but still a tag made to B. Barrett here. What a way to kick off the inaugural Women's Tag Team Cup. These two teams going to war. Oh, Barrett into the corner. Oh, no. Not again. Barrett has already eaten this once. Twice is not nice. Game over. Hooks the leg. But Britta's Story with the save again. Not happy about it is Noah. Nice roll out of the way there. Oh, but Barrett is far from out of the deep end here. Wait a minute. B! Oh, what a kick! I think that may have just busted open Noah. And Gianna's frantic. Gianna's panicking. Tags Britta's Story back in. Story gonna hone in on that cut. Can't see exactly where it is. I think it might be in the nose. Oh, it looks like maybe the eye. Oh, going for a close eye. Whoa, Spanish fly from Britta. What a counter there. She ain't stopping. Trying to drag her into the corner, maybe up against the ropes here. Toss her. Whoa, watch out, B. Barrett. Britta's Story looking to take flight. DDT. Holy shit. And this is awesome, chant. Well deserved. Here in Tokyo, Japan. B. Barrett gonna take herself a shot here at Noah. Reverse DDT down on the floor. Britta's Story's the legal one, though, for their team. Throw at Noah. Into the side of the steel steps, giving her a taste. What goes around comes around, as they say. And now gonna target the knee. Slamming it down onto the floor. Count of 6 here. Story. Back up on the apron. To the top. To the top goes Britta. Swanton bomb! From the top across the back of Noah on the floor. Holy shit. This could be over, guys. Throws her back into the ring. It's Britta's Story, but she's not done. Up to Brett's rope. Senton from Story. Noah's like, God damn, man. This is an onslaught and a half right here. Oh, but still life. And big, nasty Noah. Got that elbow up. Nice drop kick by Story, however. Oh, Gianna tried to grab at the ankle, but I think she missed. Back suplex. Drops Noah right on the back of her head. Quickly to the outside goes Noah. And Gianna again, son of a gun, man. Tries for a cheap shot. This Blake, everything that main character Energy can think of to do, they are doing here. What a counter. Roll up. The steal. The steal. The steal. 1, 2. Oh, man. Brina Story going to look to make that tag to B. Barrett. As Noah bleeding. Eyes glazed over, guys. This could be it. This is the moment. This is the opportunity. Barrett going to look to seal the deal, but Noah. The toughness. Oh, off the ropes, though. Missed the clothesline. Now Noah with an Irish whip. No counter by B. Barrett. Into the corner she goes. Gotta watch out for Blake. Gotta watch out for Gianna. Barrett with a backstabber. Gianna again getting into it with these fans in the front row who are obviously behind the team of Brina Story and B. Barrett here. Now it's Barrett counters the military press into a roll-up. 1, 2. Again, so close, man. Oh, B. Barrett. She's in the corner. She's lining up for something nasty. Big old kick to the arm. But no, Noah with a clothesline that can take your head off. There's the hot tag to Brina Story. Noah's waiting for her. Brina's a bit quicker, though. Single boot right upside the head. Ref, look, we all know Gianna's my good friend. I love Gianna, my pop princess, but even I have to say this is too much. Get Gianna out of here. And now Noah, but Brina, maybe it was a trap. It was a trap. And Brina Story takes her round and round. Double underhook to finish her off. Shoots the half, hooks the leg. 1, 2, but Blake at the very last second makes the save. Brina Story gonna make her pay. Back suplex takes her out. Blake is done and dusted. This is it. This is the opportunity. Noah still not dead yet, though. And a small package going to try to steal it. The desperation. 1, 2. Kicked out. That might have been the last attempt, guys. B. Barrett is keeping Blake busy here at ringside. As Noah goes up to the top rope. Massive senton from the massive Noah. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3. No shot. Look at Gianna. If she had a seat, she'd be on the edge of it right now. Noah going to come to the aid of Blake here at ringside. Going to take out Barrett with one of those hellacious punches. But back in the ring, Story is to her feet. Both Blake and B. Barrett are out. Off the ropes. Nice crossbody, but the ref's down. The ref's down. Get up, ref. Get up. Brina. Gonna take her on that moonlight drive, but the ref is down. Brina to the top. Ref, get up. The corkscrew moonsault, but she can't go for the pin. The ref is still down. God damn it, this was the win. Well, oh, and now Gianna with the referee down, gonna further interfere, gonna try to again distract Brina Story as long as she can. Ref's up. Brina, turn around, pin her. You might still have it. Brina, though, knows that too much time has passed. B. Barrett's back up on the apron. There's the tag. And what is this, back suplex? Dropped her. B. Barrett up and down. Noah, though, great instincts on display there by Noah, taught well by Gianna. Rolling out of the ring to avoid getting pinned. Barrett, though, not letting her get far. Gonna throw, oh damn, slamming her face first off the apron. Come on, Barrett, you gotta stay focused here. Don't let yourself get distracted. Don't cost yourself so close. Staring up at Blake, though. Looks like they're talking some trash to each other, but all the while, guys, Noah is being given the time that she needs to recover. I don't know how well she can recover at this point. Holding her head, obviously that slam off the apron might have done a lot of damage. There she is, back to her feet. Barrett turning around just in time. 11, guys, count of 11 by the ref here. They have until 20, remember. Not after all this. Surely not after all this. Look at Barrett, where's she going? Get back into the ring, Barrett. Don't cost yourself so close. 16, guys, and B. Barrett. Oh, what a DDT! But the ref said 17. Barrett's not going to risk it. Noah, though, right behind, count of 19, guys. Back into the ring. B's knees should have stayed down. 1, 2, 3, they did it. Brina Story and B. Barrett overcoming the odds here in the first round of the inaugural Women's Tag Team Cup. And I mean, overcame the odds. The distractions, the attacks by Gianna throughout that match. I mean, this was really akin to a 3-on-2 handicap match. But with the deck stacked against them, man, Story and Barrett deliver a massive blow to main character energy. But remember, guys, this is just the first round. The night is far from over for Brina Story and B. Barrett. Absolute insanity, though, to kick things off. That's for sure. I can't believe it. Brina had it won here, guys, but she had accidentally taken out the ref with that springboard splash. And here's where it ended. B. Barrett, as Noah wasn't even fully into the ring yet, taken out with those B's knees, baby. The uno, the dos, and the tres. One step closer, but that's got to be a real feel-good win for these two, and especially B. Barrett. Well, I'd say, guys, with just one match down, that opening matchup there proved why the CMD Women's Division deserved this opportunity, the inaugural Women's Tag Team Cup. Now, that was indeed just our first matchup as we get into our second first round bout here, and it's going to be the Undisputed Elite. Looks like it's going to be Suplex and Ruby Rebel with Tori Doyle in their corner here, ready to take on Thea and Dallas Cole. Now, hopefully, Tori Doyle isn't going to be as active in this matchup as we just saw Gianna was in that opening match. But I guess we'll find out, and hopefully Thea and Cole are prepared for anything that might be thrown their way here. They better be going up against the Undisputed Elite, former CMD Women's Tag Team Champions, and they have been on the hunt for months looking to get that gold back. And they have gotten the better of the champions recently. We saw, of course, they took out Celestia for a few weeks. They beat Sarah Miller in that handicap match. I mean, they got a lot of momentum coming into the tournament here. coming into Tokyo, Japan. The massive suplex on the unpredictable Ruby Rebel. Dangerous combination right here. But I talked about it earlier this week during that 8-woman tag team matchup on Shockwave. Guys, you couldn't ask for a better tag team partner if you're Thea than Dallas Cole. Decorated tag team competitor throughout her career. And trying to give Thea all the lessons that she can in recent weeks. I mean, we saw it propel Thea to her very first win here in CMB a few weeks back. Beat Anita Victory, and maybe, just maybe, with the guidance of Dallas Cole, the two working together. We just saw moments ago Brina Story and B. Barrett, with the deck stacked against them, they managed to overcome. Can these two do the same now? That's what we're about to find out. Certainly not being tossed a bone, though, here in the first round. Going up against the uber dangerous Undisputed Elite. So here we go. Suplex gonna get things started against the two big muscle mommies. I'm here for it. Live in Tokyo, Japan. Referee rings that bell and Plex with a hook to the jaw. Immediately, but a nice dodge of that chop block attempt. That's now an Irish whip into the corner. Early tag to Dallas Cole. Okay, look, even Thea, I'm sure, will admit herself, Dallas Cole going to be picking up a lot of the slack here. He is going to be relying on Cole a lot to try and put the team on her back, if you will. Irish whip and countered. Going to send suplex into the corner. Weary, though, bad part of town there, with Ruby Rebel obviously on the apron and Tori Doyle right there at ringside. Ooh, suplex and face first into the middle turnbuckle. And so to come up next guy is going to be Ashley Raid and Rising Star champion Maggie Shaw, taking on the Vances, Giovanna and Cassidy in our final first round matchup here in the inaugural Women's Tag Team Cup. Going to be the Killjoy Club taking on the team of Chloe Marks and Quinn Bell. Looks like Dallas Cole is going to allow a suplex to make this tag to Ruby Rebel. As she watches from up on the second row. Oh, Tori Doyle sliding a table into the ring. Not very inconspicuous. I think the referee might see that. Yeah. Oh, but a pin attempt off that backbreaker. 1, 2, but a kick out. Now, I'm sure that Thea was smiling ear to ear seeing main character Energy get their asses kicked in that last matchup and lose, but now it's her turn. The referee gets rid of the table and threw it right down on top of suplex. As Rebel with a nice Samoan drop. Dallas Cole for that tag, but stopped by Rebel, going to go for a pin. Very nicely done there by Rebel. Remember what's waiting at the finish line, guys. A shot at the Women's Tag Team Championship. We still don't know what combination it's going to be of Pat LaFaves. Will it be the typical combination of Sarah Miller and Alice Blake? Will it be, as we've seen in the past, Celestia and Alice Blake? Oh, Tori Doyle going to pull that Gianna. Has unsheathed that top turnbuckle. Dallas Cole, though, reverses into a power slam. And referee is on her shit now. She's up. She's hip. After everything Gianna pulled in that last match. Referee's not going to be falling for it. Once again, but look at this right in front of Thea. Careful not to get disqualified, though. Pendulum Meteora. Strutting her stuff. Undisputed Elite, obviously very confident. They always are. They have a reason to be. Former Women's Tag Team Champions. Looking to make it two-time, right here tonight in Tokyo, Japan. Rebel very seductively crawls up on top of Dallas Cole here, delivers some hard-hitting headbutts, but Cole, the veteran, able to roll to the outside. Thea now going to take some shots, but trying to keep Rebel at bay with that forearm smash. And look at Thea saying, you want some, then come get some. Rebel, though, going to decide against it. Probably the best decision. And instead going to try to pander a little bit. I think these Majority of this crowd, at least, are definitely going to be behind Thea and Cole here. Oh, it looks like Rebel might be trying to go for Thea again. Dallas Cole back in the ring to cut her off. Oh, Doyle again. Taking off that top turnbuckle cover, man. We gotta, I don't know, we gotta start like bolting these things down. Obviously, the simple strings not doing enough. Referee has not noticed it yet. I don't even know if Ruby Rebel is aware of it. And she tries to keep on top of Dallas Cole here. Uh-oh. Ruby Rebel looking for that nasty kick. Boom! Right upside the head. Very Amber Young-esque. And into the pin. 1, 2. Of course, Dallas Cole well aware. The Arsenal of Amber Young, tag team partners. Tag to suplex. And here comes the powerhouse of the Undisputed Elite. This unstoppable bulldozer. Things are not looking good right now for Dallas Cole. And Thea can do nothing but watch as her mentor here gets picked apart. Oh no, into that exposed steel turnbuckle and a cheap shot by Ruby Rebel on top of it. I mean, this one might be academic now. Look at Dallas Cole though. Again, drops the outside. Thea gonna be preyed upon now. Suplex into the ring. Suplex to keep herself busy while Dallas Cole's down on the outside. I don't know if Dallas Cole's going to get back up, though, guys. After being sent right into that exposed. Oh, now Thea! Into the exposed steel. Her back, man, you can see the pain on her face. With Dallas Cole's back in the ring. Suplex going to get her gut wrench suplex interrupted there. Thea dropping down to the floor, though. This is bad news. How is the ref? There we go. I was going to say, come on. How is the ref not seeing that exposed turnbuckle yet? Oh, come on. 21! But the referee is busy fixing that top turnbuckle. Off the distraction by Tori Doyle. And Cole able to kick out. That was well over a 3 count, guys. If not for the ref having her back turned, this match will be over right now. Oh, and now Ruby Rebel continuing to assault Thea at ringside. And throw her into the ring. As Plex goes up to the top rope. Oh my God. Fist drop from the top. Meanwhile, Thea gets taken out with an elbow to the back of the head. This one's over. What? Well, that is an impressive kick out by Dallas Cole. I thought for sure this one was in the bag for the Undisputed Elite. Thea's back to her feet as well as Cole gets thrown into the corner. I mean, like I said, guys, this might just be, at this point, academic brain buster. Rebel from the top of the frog splash. Cole needs to make a tag, but again, she escapes to the outside of the ring. Something needs to change and quick here. Cole needs to give herself the chance to make the tag to Thea. Well, once she does, Dallas Cole at this point in the matchup, well, she has very much left to offer. It might be up to Thea. And again, that's if Dallas Cole can even make the tag at this point, because the Undisputed Elite are doing an expert job of isolating Dallas Cole, cutting off the ring. Look at this again, taking out Thea to make sure that Dallas Cole can't make the tag, even if she has the opportunity to do so. Dallas Cole back in. Thea, though. See you, bye. As Cole gets sent off the ropes. Nice power slam there by the Undisputed Elite. By Ruby Rebel. As Cole now Irish whip. Nope, reverse. Cole. Still a little bit of life left, but is it going to be enough? Elbow under the corner. Ooh, catches her. Nicely done there. And a forearm right to the back of the head. Come on, man. Tori Doyle distracting Dallas Cole again. Just as he was starting to mount a comeback. And now being taken to Suplex City, the bellows of Suplex City here. Come on, make that tag. And look at Suplex. Mocking offense here. Boom! There's that kick again. And Dallas Cole, you struggle to remember what country she's in right about now. What's Ruby Rebel doing? She's not the legal woman anymore. Undisputed Elite just doing whatever they want to do in this matchup, though. And Tori Doyle putting hands on Dallas Cole now. And look at Tori Doyle, proud of herself. I mean, this is unbelievable, guys. This has been about as one-sided a matchup as I've seen recently. Oh, well, didn't get all of that. Oh, and the tag! Finally, here comes Thea! And Thea's fired up! Thea's angry! But maybe should have thrown hands instead of roaring and suplex's face. I don't know if that's going to work. Oh, what a fisherman's neck breaker. One! Only a one count, though. Like I said, the tag's been made, but now it's up to Thea. Dallas Cole is hurt for certain. And even if they manage to somehow get past the undisputed lead here, still an entire night to go. What are they going to have left? Oh, well, it might not matter. Might not have to speculate any further. Boom! Into a brain buster. And look at Ruby Rebel laugh at Thea. Man, seriously, guys, this is domination 101 with undisputed lead for Thea. We've seen that tenacity of hers since she arrived here in CME, the start of this new season. Look at the power there for the French woman. A French woman in Japan, baby. And a stomp to the shoulder. Oh, God. Corey, ref. I mean, maybe the referees here in Japan, they do things differently. They're a bit more lenient, obviously, as they were with Gianna. And now they're being with Tori Doyle. Man, my man Poe wouldn't let this stand. Oh, Thea's going to tag in Dallas Cole. Okay, I don't know if that's a good idea. Dallas Cole giving a good 2 minutes to recover there. To deliver another forearm smash right to the back. Rebel's head goes for the pin. I mean, imagine what a comeback win this would be, but only a one count. Not happy about it, this Cole, but she's trying. Oh, kick to the top of the head. Didn't see that coming. Nice dodge by Cole. Caught with another Samoan drop. And Ruby Rebel up to Brett's rope. Can't ask for better positioning than this right here, but Rebel going to wait for Dallas Cole to get to her feet. Oh my God! Double knee face breaker. And not finished either, but Dallas Cole is. Wheelbarrow, super kick, caught her. Into the pin, desperation. Hoping, praying, but suplex there to break up the pin just before the count of two. Dallas Cole going to mean mug her back out onto the apron, but Cole, I mean, looking for a massive comeback win here. The swinging reverse STO into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, wow, bro. I thought that was a 2.999. And the tag to Thea. Come on, show us what you got. All that you've learned these last few weeks. It's time to put up or shut up. And there's that jumping cutter from Thea. Into the pin for the win. Uno, dos. No trace. Thea looking around, eyes wide, can't believe it. And neither can I, but Thea stays on the attack. Ruby Rebel is hurt now. Oh, but expert level ish right there. She drops to the outside. Stomp to the shoulder. Thea's not letting up now. Thea's like a pit bull with a bone right now. She ain't relenting. Military press like it ain't no thing. Dropping her down onto the floor. Careful, the ref's count this referee's fast. She's already up to the count of 5. They have until 20 to get back into the ring. Oh, Ruby Rebel getting distracted by Dallas Cole. Cole shouted something at Rebel, and this gives Thea the chance. But Dallas Cole sacrificing herself. DDT off the apron as Thea tries to recover, but man, Ruby Rebel handling business right now. Everybody's down here at ringside. What a matchup with Rebel, the first to get to her feet, obviously. Dallas Cole looking like she's got nothing left to give in this matchup. As Thea gets dragged slowly, thrown into the ring. Well, Ruby Rebel takes her time, but maybe that was a mistake. Thea's back to her feet, and now from behind, but an elbow to the side of the head shuts that shit down. Irish whip into the corner. Cheap shot from Suplex and the tag to Chris Benoit's Ghost. Tori Doyle, much like Gianna before, arguing with these very vocal fans in the front row. Springboard out, moonsault by Ruby Rebel into the pin for the Undisputed Elite to advance to the semifinals, but Dallas Cole's back and breaks up the pin, makes the save. Distract Rebel for a moment, but she refocuses herself. Thea, guys, looks bad. What the hell? What did I do? I'm an Undisputed Elite fan. I've been a fan since day one. Oh, hang on. Thea. Ruby Rebel too busy talking shit. Tag made to Dallas Cole. Should have saved the shit talking for later. Or maybe not. Caught her with the clash and into the pin. 1, 2. Kicked out by Cole, though. That Ruby Rebel momentarily shocked. Oh no, here comes Suplex. And Plex, I'd say relatively fresh at this juncture. Dallas Cole counters, Irish whip into the corner. Thea is still down on the floor here. Cole's on her own for the time being. Beaten to hell, but doing her best to keep her head above the water. Nice Tiger Driver. Doesn't try to go for the pin though. Suplex quickly escapes the outside. She's right back into the ring though. She ain't running. Here comes Ruby Rebel too. Looks like the ref's going to, I don't know where she's going. Thea's back up. Tag made to Thea. Student and teacher, look at this. Powerbomb, neckbreaker combination. Hooks the massive leg of Suplex. 1, 2. Oh my God. Thea's so close, I'm sure that she could taste it right there on the tip of her tongue. And we see this before from Thea, that pump handle. Tossing Suplex overhead. Another pin attempt. Thea, could she do it? Oh. Continuing to get so close. Irish whip attempted Suplex over the counter, though it's Thea who sent it to the corner instead. Nice elbow. This fiery redhead trying to get a handle on Suplex, but that's obviously easier said than done. Punch, they're going back and forth here between these two. Irish whip now off the ropes. We'll try to get her with maybe a snap power slam of some kind. Suplex instead. Oh yeah, vintage right here, baby. Elevator. Good night. 1, 2. But Thea able to wake up, Suplex beside herself. And Thea, well done, rolls out onto the apron to avoid potentially getting pinned again. Not exactly going to find safety out there, though. Oh, no. And listen to these fans here in Tokyo, Japan, counting along as Suplex batters Thea with those strikes across the chest. Tag made to Ruby Rebel. Tori Doyle, look how nice of Tori Doyle to help Thea back into the ring. But Thea ain't having it. Now Tori Doyle finds herself in the ring. As meanwhile, Ruby Rebel going after Dallas Cole here. But Thea's back in. The cutter! She can do it. She can do it. Oh, but Suplex. Breaking up the pin. Thea's pissed, but stay focused. Thea, stay focused. Up to the top. What's this from Thea? Elbow to the heart. Ruby Rebel's back up though with a clothesline. Thea quickly escapes to the outside. Well taught by Dallas Cole. Know your environment. Big punches, man. Bombs being dropped here by Thea. And now with an Irish whip into the corner. Make that tag to Dallas Cole. No. Dallas Cole with a shot to the back of the head. Oh, they're mounting a comeback here, baby. Can you feel it? I can feel it. There's the tag to Dallas Cole. Double Irish whip. Sends her way up into the air with that back body drop. But Ruby Rebel, the veteran, gets herself out on the apron. Dallas Cole is on her, though, like peanut butter on jelly. So where do you think you're going? Oh, it's guillotine. Nicely done by Ruby Rebel there. Quick thinking, but Dallas Cole's already back up. Quicker, however, is Ruby Rebel. Gonna get her with that Gringo killer right here. Good night. Sweet dreams. The Undisputed Elite going to advance. No! What? And Thea, oh no. Now the knee. Yeah, it's over. It's over. 1, 2, 3. The Undisputed Elite will advance to the semifinals. I'll tell you this much. The first solid 10 minutes of this matchup dominated by the Undisputed Elite. But Thea, even in defeat here, certainly showed that heart that she possesses in the lessons she's been taught by Dallas Cole in recent weeks, because what a fight. Mounted a comeback halfway through this matchup. I thought it might have been over right here. It might have been if not for Suplex breaking up the pin. So many close calls, but here was the end of this matchup. I don't know how Dallas Cole kicked out of this Gringo Killer right here. But she did. However, that took out whatever she had left in the gas tank, and then Ruby Rebel hit that knee. That's the pin after the Gringo Killer. Here was the knee that did the job. Boom! And Dallas Cole just taking way too much damage in this matchup. The Undisputed Elite will advance, and they will meet Brina Story and B. Barrett in the semifinals. But again, much like the main character energy against Story and Barrett, this was basically a handicap match. Tori Doyle most certainly instrumental in the Undisputed Elite getting this win, but again, that's what makes the Undisputed Elite so dangerous. Their numbers game and how well they work together. And we now have our first semifinal matchup set, guys. The Undisputed Elite taking on Brina Story and B. Barrett. And now into our first round matchup we go. As the Rising Star champion, Maggie Shaw, fresh off of retaining that championship against Ashley McKay. I'm going to be teaming up with Ashley Rain here, representing Permanence. Although Maggie Shaw might not be a member of Permanence, she has worked closely with Shay Hoxton in the past, doing his bidding on more than one occasion. And I'm sure more than willing to do so here tonight with the allure of even more championship gold. Quite a fair deal if I do so say myself. I'll tell you this much. Try not to be biased, of course we all know. You can't name 15 times I've ever been biased in CMB's history. I dare you to try. But this got to be my pick right here. The team of Ashley Rain and Maggie Shaw. Two veterans. One of them a Hall of Famer. One of them a surefire future Hall of Famer. You got those fists from Maggie Shaw, the power, the instincts, the speed of Ashley Rain. This could be a truly devastating team right here. And both of them are former tag team champions. Maggie Shaw with Riley Van Wilson held the CMB Women's Tag Team Championship, and Ashley Rain twice. Once with Quinn Bell last season and once with Kate Strongheart. And where Ashley Rain goes, we know that DRH is not far behind. Shay Hoxton appointing DRH as Rain's watcher, protector, shadow, if you will. And he's going to be ringside here. I guess we'll find out if the trend continues here tonight. First it was Gianna, then it was Tori Doyle. Now will it be DRH getting involved in this matchup? If I had to bet, I'd say more than likely so. Ashley Rain has accomplished just about all that there is to accomplish here in CMB. That's why she is a Hall of Famer, but very first ever Women's Tag Team Cup winner. Wouldn't mind adding that to the resume. We might have to make Ashley Rain a two-time Hall of Famer at this point. And they are taking on the Vances. No relation, but very good friends here, Giovanna and Cassidy. Of course, their friendship forged during season 2 of the Reality Wrestling, which Cassidy Vance won to earn her CMB contract, but Giovanna was not far behind. The higher-ups impressed with her work during season 2 and offered her a contract as well. Now has her boyfriend, Jeremiah Carter, thanks to pulling some strings. The father of Giovanna Vance getting Jeremiah Carter a contract, saw him debut a few weeks back. Giovanna, guys, of course, is undefeated here in CMB, unpinned, unsubmitted, carrying a lot of momentum with her alongside Cassidy here. For our third first round matchup where we're going to see Maggie Shaw take on Giovanna Vance. Referee rings the bell. The two bigger women here getting down to business. The two bruises and those well-documented kicks of Giovanna. And you just see right there with that spinning soul kick. Puts those long legs of hers to good use. Guys, our final first-round matchup up next after this. The Killjoy Club. They take on the Dark Horse Tandem of Chloe Marks and Quinn Bell. Going to try to steal it right here. It's Maggie Shaw. Imagine it was that easy. That'd be very nice going into the semifinals. Uber fresh. And now dropping those fists. I'm sure Big Brother Blake cheering on Cassidy here. Of course, we saw a couple nights ago. The Dream Team managed to retain the World Tag Team titles by time limit draw against the Pure Excellence. And Ashley Rain now tagged in. A double axe handle delivered from Brett's rope. Oh, a little bit of a overreaction, I think, perhaps, from Giovanna. Flopping like a fish out of water. Now gets shoved back. And look at this, guys. Giovanna and Cassidy both just a couple of months into their CMB careers, and they're facing two of the all-time greatest women competitors in CMB history. Oh, there we go. DRH not wasting very much time getting himself involved. Cassidy is now tagged in. Into the pin. Maggie Shaw's going to break that up. A 1 count only, as well, at least this referee, unlike the other one, has seen the exposed turnbuckle straight away and has gone over there to fix it. DRH falling after Cassidy Vance. That's going to allow Maggie Shaw, who's tagged in, big short arm clothesline to take her down. Maggie not giving her even a moment's rest, though. Looks following her to the outside. Oh, but gets distracted by Giovanna. Back in the ring, Rising Star Champ catching that forearm to the jaw, gonna back her up. Ooh, careful. Blows her a kiss. The cheek of Giovanna Vance. If you really want to make an enemy out of someone like Maggie Shaw, I don't know if that's a good idea. Could end your CMB career before it really even begins. As now Cassidy dragged into the corner, face first off that top turnbuckle. Whoa! Cassidy with a scream that even scared Maggie Shaw. Caught her off guard, at least. The tag to Ashley Rain. Remember, guys, Cassidy Vance defeated Sarah Miller a few weeks back. The only woman to ever defeat Sarah Miller one-on-one here in CMB. Oh, look at this now. DRH sliding a steel chair into the ring. As Cassidy goes up to the second rope. Elbow drop delivered. for the Hall of Fame, but quickly drops to the outside as the ref gets rid of that steel chair. Going for Maggie Shaw now. Doesn't go her way as Maggie Shaw tells her to think twice. Cassidy, meanwhile. Oh, okay. Hip thrust there. Them hips don't lie. Very Jacob Ziegler-esque. Ain't nobody got the hips of Jacob Ziegler, though. Down to 4. Ashley Rain taking her time, getting back to her feet, into the ring. Cassidy's been taken out by Maggie Shaw, meanwhile. Scooped up, drops down behind. Slippery one is Ashley Rain. Out of the corner with a DDT for the spiker. Knee to the side of the head. Just for that extra little cherry on top. That extra little zest from the Hall of Famer, who now goes up to Brett's rope. And gonna stalk from afar. Hurricane Rana from Ashley Rain. Not gonna stop there though. Stay on the attack, dragging Cassidy by arm, by leg. Wait a minute, gonna try to make the tag. But Rain says, not so fast. Vintage gives her that stop. Right to the back of the head. And it could be night-night for Cassidy Vance here. Not if Giovanna has anything to say about it, though. Making that save before the count of 2. Rain, however, paying no mind as she looks to follow up. Sunny side down. Cassidy with the Psycho. Counters the sunny side down. Follows up with a big old nasty Psycho knee. On the tag now to Giovanna. Going to come and collect Ashley Rain. Right into the corner. Gonna tag Cassidy back in. A double Irish whip. DRH getting a bit frantic here, a bit worried. Gonna try to cause a distraction. Cassidy misses that springboard sent on attempt back suplex from Rain. And that tag now to the Rising Star champion Maggie Shaw. Absolute brutalist. One of the most lethal strikers, not just the women's division, but in the entirety of CMB. Tags Rain back in the frequent tags. That's the name of the game here, baby. As I always say, Tag Team Wrestling 101. Those frequent tags keeping you and your partner fresh. Up off the top rope, nice cross body by Rain. Try to stop Cassidy, but arm wrench there. DRH! Looks like Cassidy was thinking about going for the tag with Giovanna, but gets halted by DRH, causing a scene here at ringside, distracting the winner of the Reality of Wrestling Season 2. That lets Rain get back to her feet. Double knee face breaker. Oh. What? Yes! Yes! DRH is out of here! Finally! Finally, a referee doing their goddamn job here tonight. If only we had this referee for the last 2 matches. DRH has been ejected by the referee, sent to the back. No more distraction or interferences here in this matchup. I hope we have this ref for the rest of the event for the night here. Not playing around any which way. Up to the top, guys. Pretty sure Cassidy is still the legal woman. But Ray with a moonsault to Giovanna, because why not, I guess. Cassidy back in from behind with a German suplex bridge to pin. 1, 2. Not even a 2 count. This referee might get himself fined by Shay Hodgson for daring to eject DRH, but I can appreciate that he did. No more nonsense here. Elbows to the gut by Ashley Rain. I guess the real question is the damage done already? Late into this matchup. Oh! Visit to the dentist. Ashley Rain gonna have to book. As Giovanna now gets tagged in. Immediately pulls Rain up to her feet. Irish whip. Countered though. Super kick to the knee. Looks like that might have done a lot of damage there to Giovanna. When you take out the legs of Giovanna, you take out a good portion of her arsenal. Uses those long legs of hers for those kicks. Maggie now going to come in. Going to feast. We know what this is. Blow on those knuckles. Boom! Right to the bridge of the nose. But Cassidy, man, before Even the thought of a 1 count there breaks up the pin. Rain tagged right back in, and Cassidy now going to have to watch as Giovanna's so desperate. Oh, man. No refuge. No safe place here in this matchup, obviously. Giovanna knocked off the apron by Maggie there, but looking now back into the ring. Ashley Raymond tagged in. Giovanna going to make that beeline to the corner, tag in Cassidy. The undisputed elite, as well as Rena Story and B. Barrett, I'm sure watching closely from the back as they prepare for their semifinal matchup. Ashley right up against the ropes. Cassidy. Ooh, Hurricane Rana. Cassidy Vance feeling a little bit bouncy. Oh, looking for the cutter. And again, that time she finds it. Hooks the leg for the win. But Maggie Shaw, just after the count of 2, makes the save. Look at Cassidy, though. I think she might have another one for Ashley Rain. 2 for the price of 1. Going at a business sale. 1, 2. But Rain kicks out. I guess not a third one. Irish whip into the corner instead. Rain is in bad shape now. May have kicked out, but oh, okay. Thrown down rather roughly. Knee to the gut. 1 from Cassidy. And playing a little game of Pong here, utilizing Ashley Rain. Back and forth. Rapid stops between the shoulder blades of Rain. Getting pulled up to her feet. Giovanna going for a cutter, it looked like there. Rain, though, says enough, man. 2 is enough for me. But right into the corner for sliced oranges. Hook in the legs, but broken up by Cassidy. Giovanna, though, not out of the woods yet, far from it. Big knee to the side of the head. Oh, no, see it coming. Nice dodge at the very last second. John gonna spin her around for Sunny side down. 1, 2, 3, and that's gonna do it. Maggie Shaw and Ashley Rain advance to the semifinals. A rough trip to Tokyo, Japan for Giovanna Vance as she suffers her first pinfall defeat at the hands of Ashley Rain. Man, I don't know how Giovanna didn't get her jaw broken right here. A testament to the toughness of Giovanna Vance. But Cassidy with the cutter party here, handing him out. First time got saved. Second time Ashley Rain able to kick out all on her own. This was really the last ditch effort. And it did not pay off, but unfortunately here was the beginning of the end. Sliced oranges out of the corner. Cassidy able to make the save here, but gets caught. This Giovanna a few moments later. Sunny side down. Seals the deal. Maggie Shaw and Ashley Rain, like I said, a deadly duo. They are locked in for the semifinals. Who will they be meeting? The Killjoy Club or the team of Chloe Marks and Quinn Bell? We find out up next, our final first round matchup. Our fourth and final first round matchup here, my friends, in the inaugural Women's Tag Team Cup. We know our first semifinal matchup will be the Undisputed Elite taking on the team of Brina Story and B. Barrett. As we just found out, Maggie Shaw and Ashley Rain going to be awaiting the winning team of this matchup. The Killjoy Club in full force here in Tokyo, Japan. We know it's going to be Stevie Gabriel and Amelia Jones repping, as Stevie revealed herself just a couple of nights ago, a massive Taylor Wagner in their corner. We've seen throughout the night, guys, how instrumental managers have been. Gianna, Tori Doyle, DRH in that last match. At least DRH actually got ejected eventually. Maybe going to make Wagner a bit more reserved in her interference attempts. I'm sure that she will get involved. We know the Killjoy Club. We know them all too well and their antics. Although I do certainly have a whole new level of respect for Stevie Gabriel. This is the first time we're seeing her in action, guys, since she defeated Ellie Quinn at Climb to Fame in that exposed boards match. And I will be eternally thankful to Stevie Gabriel, instrumental in CMB at last being rid of Ellie Quinn. Now Gabriel and her lover, Amelia Jones, getting ready to take on, guys, the Dark Horse duo here in this inaugural Women's Tag Team Cup. Chloe Marks set to team up with Quinn Bell. These two, of course, won a qualifying match, defeating Precious Pratt in a handicap match. It was supposed to be, of course, Taryn Torres and Precious Pratt, but Torres leaving the matchup, ditching her half-sister, and despite a hell of a fight put up by Pratt, in the end, Marks and Quinn Bell victorious to earn themselves this opportunity. This is only their second time ever teaming up. The odds obviously not on their side, and especially here in the first round, going up against such an experienced team like the Killjoy Club. Of course, Chloe Marks, she said as much. This is going to be her season at last. She will be wearing championship gold. She said she doesn't care which championship it is. Well, tonight it could be, if things go her way, the Women's Tag Team Championship. And I don't know if there is a much better tag team partner you could pick than someone the caliber of, someone as decorated as Quinn Bell. Former Women's Tag Team Champion, former Rising Star Champion, former Vixens Champion. Quinn Bell, I'll tell you this much, if I was picking a tag team partner in the women's division, I had my pick out of everyone. That right there is who I would choose. The real question is, are these two going to be able to get it together? Hopefully they've spent these last couple of weeks training alongside one another. Wouldn't be the first time we've seen a Dark Horse pairing rise to the top here in CMB. In fact, it's been done many times before. There we go. This matchup gets underway. Going to be Stevie Gabriel and Chloe Marks. Obviously, a long history between the Killjoy Club and Chloe Marks. Chloe Marks, up until just a few months ago, was a part of the Killjoy Club before being kicked out by Shay Hoxton. As the tag is made to Amelia Jones quickly at the Hurricane Rana. Obviously, Amelia's brother Tobias, venerated, unsuccessful in the 8th annual Men's Tag Team Cup a couple nights ago. Amelia Jones looking to bring even more Tag Team Championship gold home to the Jones family farm. Down to the Irish Whip. Amelia Jones is a former Women's Tag Team Champion alongside Precious Pratt. Stop there to the ankle. by Chloe Marks. Not looking to allow Killjoy Club to get the early upper hand, and instead a tag to the Rebel Queen, to Quinn Bell. Up off the second rope. Looks like a double axe handle across the middle of Stevie Gabriel's back. And Taylor Wagner, even a minute into this matchup, taking off that top turnbuckle cover as Amelia looks to try and make the tag here to Stevie Gabriel. Quinn Bell, though, going to stop her. I like how she let her crawl a little bit. Oh, slipped through the legs, trying for a big boot. How about the draw back and forth in between these two? 1999 up in Tokyo, Japan, baby. Reversal fest. A big kick to the middle of the back now. As Quinn tries to roll out onto the apron. Stopped, though, by Amelia Jones, who's going to Irish whip her into the corner. Oh, that exposed turnbuckle! And I forgot about it. And now the tag is Stevie Gabriel with the big-time damage done to the Rebel Queen. Gabriel right out of the corner. Lining up. Quinn Bell for that oh-so-sweet super kick. Oh, gonna backfire! Is Taylor Wagner's exposed turnbuckle plan there. Stevie Gabriel gonna feel the bite of that steel with a drop kick. Hot tag quickly made to Chloe Marks. Didn't feel oh so good for Chloe Marks to defeat the Killjoy Club. En route to potentially making history here in Tokyo, Japan. The inaugural Women's Tag Team Cup. Taylor Wagner has now just slid a steel chair into the ring, which the referee promptly going to get rid of. But somehow he has still not seen that exposed turnbuckle. There we go. I thought this was the good referee here. Chloe, meanwhile, up to the top. Open the tag made to Amelia Jones. Chloe's going to still go for it, though. Big crossbody. Chloe Marks coming up on 3 years or so here in CME, has never held championship gold. And that might continue to be the case. The upside down from Amelia Jones. This one coming over just like that. One, but no, Quinn Bell. Breaking up that pin at the count of one, Amelia. Obviously not happy about it, but refocuses up to the top rope. The women that know each other very well. Traveled the roads together for nearly over half a year. Oh, overshot that, I think go for maybe a famouser off the top rope. Miscalculated. Oh, but Stevie Gabriel with a cheap shot from the apron. Amelia. Chloe Marks is like, what are you doing? Oh, man. Rope burn across the face, but back in the ring, caught with a small package. 1, 2. What a steal that would have been. Like a cheeky thief of the night. Ooh, but a kick to the top of the head. Amelia's back up now. Irish whip into the corner. The tag made to Stevie Gabriel. Snap. Oh, big Xander Slate Band Kenka kick. From the leader of the new Killjoy Club. More dangerous, more violent. Repeatedly now. Stevie Gabriel going after the left knee of Chloe Marks. Irish whip, though, going to be thwarted. As instead, it's Gabriel sent into the corner. Big shots from Chloe Marks. I'm going to yeet her clear out of the corner across the entire ring there. Chloe Marks possesses some very serious power up to the top rope. Wagner has again taken off that top turnbuckle cover as Marks from up on the top. Look how shredded Marks is. Oh, and now she's going to overshoot her shot. Pulling that Amelia Jones from a few moments ago. And that gives Gabriel the chance to shake it off. Tags in Amelia as the referee again fixes that top turnbuckle. There's that super kick, Troy Colt style. Insult to injury, of course, Troy Colt, the former mentor. Oh, okay, not too sure what Quinn Bell was looking for there, but Troy Colt, the former mentor of Chloe Marks. Amelia. Ooh, we're looking to roll the dice. Are they going to come up good for her? 1, 2. Not even a 2 count. Amelia now taking her time, slowing things down as she circles Quinn Bell. Thinking about a next step. Can't take too much time, though, and especially against a veteran like Quinn Bell, because that's why right there it gives her a chance to recover. Ooh, exchanging gut kicks. Now Amelia with a barrage of kicks to the midsection. Trying to break a couple of Quinn Bell's ribs. Up the top of the body splash. Chloe Marks in, not even giving it a 1 count. Breaking up the pin right there. Amelia, though, doing the correct thing, staying off the job. That's Quinn Bell X-Plex. Vintage Amelia Jones. Making sure maybe she doesn't get a rope break. What is Amelia doing here? Wheelbarrow, neck breaker from Amelia Jones. And again, hooks the long leg of Quinn Bell. 1, 2, but a kick out. Hurt though is Quinn Bell, and Amelia going to attack in Stevie Gabriel to potentially get the job done here. Finish her off. That's precisely what Stevie Gabriel's going to do, but shoved back Quinn Bell to her feet. Taken for a walk, and it ain't on the beach. Into the corner. Stop a mud hole in this gal. There's those long legs coming into play. Careful, though, not to get disqualified here. Pendulum Meteora. Quinn Bell always willing to have a little bit of fun at the expense of her opponents. That's not going to change here tonight as Gabriel. Oh, no, the insult to injury. Ooh, psyched her out, too. Big slap across the face. I love it. Irish whip into the quarter. Snapmare. Oh, but forgot about Chloe Marks and paid for it. Punch to the back of the head. Able to get up them boots though. Stevie Gabriel trying to run down Quinn Bell. Easier said than done. Nice clothesline though. And the tag to Amelia Jones. Stevie Gabriel, who had climbed the Finn guys, put down Ellie Quinn in an exposed Borch match. Bloody, brutal war. And I think for a lot of people that legitimized Stevie Gabriel as a serious threat. Not to be taken lightly here in this women's division. Back in the ring, Amelia Jones. Thanks to that guillotine by Stevie Gabriel. Able to capitalize on her hurt. Chloe Marks here. That was an interesting kick. I don't even know what to call that. But to the top. Feeling especially froggy here tonight. Big double boot stomp to the gut of Chloe Marks. And now to the second rope. The simple body splash, but Chloe able to get out of the way of that one. A bullplex from Chloe Marks. There's that power again I was talking about before. Irish whip into the corner. Tag made to Quinn Bell. Are these two going to put together? Oh, going for that double axe handle from off Brett's rope again. And do their best to wear down Stevie Gabriel. Death Valley Bomb. Before playing Amelia's face like the bongo drums. Oh, big hoopla. Being caused at ringside by Taylor Wagner. Distracting the referee. Meanwhile, Quinn Bell, holy shit. With that slingshot lariat. Amelia lucky to still have her head. Elbow to the jaw of Amelia Jones. And you know what it is. Botchplex. But damn, ref took his time right there. It gave Stevie Gabriel all the time she needed to get into the ring and break up that pin. Bell, though, not happy about it, obviously. Going to make Stevie Gabriel pay for her transgressions. Another moonsault. Oh, apparently not just one. A second moonsault. Still not done. A third moonsault, but remember, Amelia Jones is the legal one. Big old drop kick. Sends Quinn Bell hard down onto the floor, where Taylor Wagner is waiting. Amelia Jones keeping herself busy. Dropping Chloe Marks to the outside. Quinn Bell back in the ring. Amelia Jones lining her up. Oh, but a big boot came back to life to Quinn Bell. As she goes up to the top rope. Some of that is a real big distance. Yeah, I thought even for Quinn Bell. Oh, Quinn! It really does not like Stevie Gabriel. To be fair, who does? Oh, but back in the ring. Small package. The steal here from Amelia Jones. No. 2.999. No cigar. Up to Brett's rope. Amelia. It looks like her lip might be bleeding. Close range. Missile drop kick, but Quinn Bell able to sidestep her. And this is vintage. Vintage Quinn Bell. The uno, the dos, and the tres. Trifecta of back breakers from the Rebel Queen. Chloe Marks back up on the apron. Tag made. Stevie Gabriel back up as well. There's the hot tag. Taylor Wagner with the distraction, but Chloe knows the Killjoy Club inside and out. Knows their antics, seen it coming. Scooped up, nope, drops down behind, reverse DDT. Tries to pull it to her feet. Chloe Marks with the drawback. Like I said, man, back and forth right here. Counter the Irish whip. Chloe into the corner. And Stevie gonna turn her around. Elbow though, waiting for her. Too quick with Stevie Gabriel delivering those kicks to the back of the knee. Spinning soul kick now as Marks up against the ropes, chucked to the outside. Stevie gonna take flight here in Tokyo, Japan with that baseball slide drop kick. And a standing corkscrew senton, not looking good for Marks right about now. Going back into the ring, but Stevie, oh, okay. Deliver some punches. Gets to the top of the head though. Chloe right back up. You want to get nasty, says Chloe Marks. I'll get nasty with you. Irish whip, no, reversed. Down onto the floor. There's a count of 9 here. They have until 20. Remember, a count of 20 to get back into the ring. That's 10. Elbows to the midsection by Chloe Marks. Whoa, what a boot! Woo! Busted open, Gabriel, I think, and Chloe sees that blood, man, like a great white shark going in for the kill. 14. Chloe is seeing red right now, literally. More punches. Holy shit, man. Marks unleashed here. 18. Back in the ring goes Chloe Marks. Stevie, though. Count of 19, not like this. Yes, the count of 20. Chloe Marks and Quinn Bell advance to the semifinals. I mean, Chloe just lost it there at the end. It was like a flip of the switch, and Chloe Marks went into a blind rage. Just absolutely started to tear apart Stevie Gabriel. Very closely contested back and forth matchup, guys, with the last 60 seconds there. I don't know if we've ever seen Chloe Marks go into that zone before. She was rabid. I don't even know if she was aware of what she was doing. Well, she at least, probably instinct alone, compelled her to get back into the ring with 1 second to spare. And so our semifinals are set, guys. The Undisputed Elite will take on Brina Story and B. Barrett, while Ashley Rae and Maggie Shaw will battle Chloe Marks and Quinn Bell, the Dark Horse duo. I'm telling you, Chloe needs to bring that fire, though, to the semifinals. I'll tell you what. Well, it is time, my friends. We are live here. Beautiful Tokyo, Japan. The inaugural Women's Tag Team Cup, which has already been incredible. But we now get into our semi-final matchups. And first, the Undisputed Elite, Suplex and Ruby Rebel, taking on the team of Brina Story and B. Barrett. The Undisputed Elite, of course, you might notice, with no Tori Doyle, a decree by Shay Hoxton and the officials that going forward the remainder of this tournament, no ringside support will be allowed. So Tori Doyle has to stay in the locker room as Suplex and Ruby Rebel try to take the Undisputed Elite all the way to the finals of this inaugural Women's Tag Team Cup. Of course, defeated Thea and Dallas Cole in the first round, and Tori Doyle was very instrumental in that outcome. Not going to be able to rely on that ringside support here are these two, but that doesn't mean you should count them out for even a moment. The former Women's Tag Team Champions. They're going to be taking on an even more fired up Brina Story and B. Barrett here. Got to be riding that high after defeating main character Energy, but now they're also going to be fighting for a bit of payback on behalf of their friends, Thea and Dallas Cole here. Overcame a whole hell of a lot to make it through the first round. Did Story and Barrett. It was no easy task, man. Like I said, virtually a handicap match with Gianna interfering non-stop. But they did it. They overcame those odds. And now here they are in the semifinals, one step closer to making history, to a championship opportunity in the main event. As rough as that matchup was, they've had a good, probably hour or so to recover. Hopefully that's enough for these two. As Shorely, Maggie Shaw, Ashley Rain, Chloe Marks, Quinn Bell watching from the locker room as they themselves try to rest up the best they can for their semifinal matchup. And at the finish line awaits Pats LaFaves. Women's tag team titles on the line. Brina Story and B. Barrett brought together their mutual beef with Gianna and main character energy, but no doubt about it, these two worked together fantastically in that first round matchup. And hopefully can keep it up here as we see Suplex and Brina Story will get things started. Referee rings the bell, and at last we don't have to worry about any sort of ringside shenanigans, which I'm sure Story and Barrett breathed a deep sigh of relief upon hearing that. Suplex more than just a powerhouse, as you can see. Moving quick with those strikes, kicks. Brina, though, one upside the head, gets herself to her feet. Met with a kick to the midsection, now Irish whip into the corner. That's a good tag. And the tag is made to Ruby Rebel. And it's getting right to work on the Undisputed Elite Brainbuster. And from the top, frog splash by Rebel. And none of these women going to be at 100%. But again, that's what this tournament is all about. This tag team cup tests your endurance. How badly do you truly want it to go down in the history books, especially for the women here? Very first ever women's tag team cup. And how badly do you want that championship opportunity in the main event? Ruby Rebel back into the ring. We just had a count out. Ooh, Rebel going to reset the count at 5. Yeah, I don't know that Chloe Marks necessarily meant to win there. I think she just truly flew into a blind rage, which might benefit she and Quinn Bell. Like I said, I hope she brings that to the semifinal matchup against Maggie Shaw and Ashley Rain. Maybe that's what Chloe Marks has been lacking, man. That true killer instinct. Around the steel scaffold goes Ruby Rebel to be tripped up by Brina Story. I would really like these two to get into the ring and not even potentially risk it. Count of 9 and have until 20. Looks like Brina not going to play around. Doesn't want to win that way. Very respectful is Brina Story of her opponents, even if her opponents aren't respectful of her most of the time here in CMB so far. Her month or so she's been here. And get a nice drop kick out of the corner and into the pin. Only it could be that easy. Maybe it will be. Oh, what a suitcase. Brina not happy about it. Really hoping that could have propelled her B. Barrett into the finals relatively fresh. Very slow approach as she looks to make that tag to B. Barrett. Getting to work on these two. We saw them hit this in the first round. Into the back suplex as Brina Story cheers her on. Oh, but right there, great ring awareness by Ruby Rebel to make that quick tag to suplex. Off the ropes from behind with a bulldog. Remember, guys, what Sarah Miller said earlier tonight in an interview. She said that she hopes the Undisputed Elite win this tag team cup. She wants to get her hands on them. What they did to her, what they did to Celestia. So we know that Sarah Miller, at least, that's her pick. Brina Story and B. Barrett, though, looking to disappoint. Sarah Miller, who tripped up there, going for that head kick. And an inverted suplex. Power, well documented from suplex. Hard hitting. Well and truly, just a walking weapon is this suplex. Man, ramming Brina Story head first off the top turnbuckle there. She shoots the half. Forearm pressed up against the face. Does not hook the leg, though. And that may have been what allowed Brina Story to kick out right there. Gets to her feet. Out of the corner. So fast is Brina Story. She really truly is buzzing like a bee here, man. Kick to the gut, knee to the gut, and a hurricane rana. Suplex trying to crawl into the corner, pick herself up slowly but surely. Unfortunately for her, though, Brina Story's right there waiting for her like white on rice. Big kick to the, looks like maybe the knee. Suplex gonna hobble out of the corner, put right back in the corner, though. Brina Story says, not so fast. Suplex trips her up into the full mount, middle of the ring here. Open palm strikes. Just nearly had a heart attack. Thought someone was creeping up on me over here. But it was just sugar. As now we get some stomps from Suplex, circling Brina Story like the lion. Circling its prey, and there's that Superwoman punch into the pin for the win, but B. Barrett makes the save at the count of 2. Not done though. Oh, we've seen this before. Drops into that cross armbar, guys. And if Suplex can hyperextend, looks like Brina Story. See how she's grabbing at Suplex's leg, trying to stop her. There we go. Nicely done. Story escapes. We would hold it at that arm, though. Even still, some damage done. Even though Suplex wasn't able to fully lock in that cross armbar. Down in the corner, elbow. Brina is going to get tagged right about now. Kick to the gut, Plex. She might be on her own for the rest of this match. It's looking like, guys, Ruby Rebel still down at ringside. Might have taken a nastier shot than we thought. Nice Falcon Arrow off the ropes. But even Suplex on her own is still quite a no easy walk in the park. As Brina Story is realizing here, a nice single leg drop kick. Brings Plex up to her feet. Irish Whip trying to get her into the corner, man, but Plex doing a fantastic job of not letting that happen. Not allowing Story to potentially try for the pin. Damn, you hear that? Did you hear that? Walked out of the corner. Look at this, one hand. One hand. Suplex, man, treating Brina Story here like a baby. Those pendulum backbreakers. Doing some seriously nasty damage. Very, very close kick out. Story needs to make that tag. Needs to make that tag. And there it is. Here comes B. Barrett at last. Suplex is ready for her. But Barrett with the Irish Whip. Off the rope she goes. Nice Tanahashi clothesline. And straight up the breaststroke. Barrett waiting patient from that second rope. A cross body action for you. And a soccer ball kick. She goes to work on the arm of Suplex. A little tit for tat for what Plex did to Brina Story a few moments ago in this match. Oh, but catches the kick, turns her around, a German suplex. You thought. And now by arm, by leg, Brina Story is still down. So is Ruby Rebel, though. This has essentially become a one-on-one matchup for the moment. And B. Barrett, Brina Barrett, I was about to say, combination. Powerbomb coming. Middle of the ring. Oh, a sit-out powerbomb. Beast bomb F right there. Now to the top goes Suplex. That is, well, holy shit, halfway across the ring. She would have hit that too, but Barrett gets out of the way with the quickness. Oh, there's a belly toss from B. Barrett. 1, 2. Story back up on the apron, but Ruby Rebel is still down. And I'd say this might be up to Suplex at this point for the Undisputed Elite. This is great news, though, for Story and Barrett, as Barrett tries to get these fans on their feet here in Tokyo, Japan. And they most certainly are. From behind. Back suplex. To the top. Gonna fly. Vintage Brina Story. The monumental moonsault. Oh, man. 2.999. My brother, I would have told you for sure the referee's hand hit the canvas for 3 right there. Suplex with some serious resolve. And now Plex. She's lost it. B. Barrett getting dissected by Suplex. Rita back to her feet. Oh, and Sue quickly, with everybody distracted, takes out that top turnbuckle cover. Superwoman punch. And not finished. Brina's story getting taken deep down into the trenches. The bowels, the bellows of Suplex City. Oh, referee has seen the exposed turnbuckle. Or Suplex with a chance to protect. Oh no. Oh no. Suplex, but Brina! Not out of this fight yet, counters. I think Suplex is looking for that cross armbar again. Brina off the top, big splash. Not stopping there. Not taking her foot off the gas. Into the corner. Turns her around. Targeting her knee, trying to shatter the kneecap of Suplex. Now she's got her down. Tag to B. Barrett. Can Barrett take Shia Brina's story into the finals here? B. Barrett's feeling it. She's feeling it big time. I'm feeling it. There's the march. And did you hear the buzz, baby? B. Barrett, boom! With that running, sliding forearm to the chest. Where's B. Barrett? Oh, B. Barrett. Where's she going? I think she's going to check on Ruby Rebel over there. Okay, throws her into the ring. I don't know why B. Barrett would do that, but I guess doesn't want Ruby Rebel to feel left out. Rebel maybe back into this matchup that just got woke up by B. Barrett. And Suplex looking for that hot tag. Looking for that tag. Ruby Rebel going to be nice and fresh at this point. Oh, and a big stomp to the chest. But B, I guess she just wanted Ruby Rebel to see this. You know what it is. The Bee's Knees, baby, into the pin for the win. For Ruby Rebel. Oh, that was a mistake on B. Barrett's part. Or maybe not. Suplex is still far from home, still hurting. More than certain. The tag to Brina's story. Can she hammer that final nail into the coffin here? Goes up, Pele kick! Into the pin! 1, 2! Oh, brother. What did these two have to do to put Suplex down, man? The monumental moonsault, the Bee's Knees, that Pele kick. They have thrown absolutely everything at Plex. Oh. Speaking of the monumental moonsault, might be looking for it again, but Suplex gets to her feet. Brina with a big missile drop kick. Can she stop her? She'll make that tag. Big clothesline, no call with a punch. German Suplex counters. Nice arm drag by Brina's story. Suplex to her feet, and Brina says, how do you do? Moonlight Drive! I bet my last pair of shorts, baby, they're going to the finals! Brina's story and B. Barrett punch their ticket all the way to the finals of the Women's Tag Team Cup. Suplex did not go down easy, but go down she does in the end. There was the monumental moonsault, which didn't keep Suplex down. The Bee's Knees didn't keep Suplex down. Might be the nastiest we've seen from B. Barrett. Look at how Suplex's head was through the ropes. But here it was towards the end, that Pele kick, which again Suplex kicked out. But right here, countered a German suplex did Brina Story. And that moonlight drive, corkscrew neckbreaker, at last delivers the uno, the dos, and the trace. To the finals these two go. But who will they be meeting there? We find out up next. Ashley Rain and Maggie Shaw take on Chloe Marks and Quinn Bell. Our second semifinal matchup. All right, my friends, here we go. Brina Story and B. Barrett awaiting the winning team of this, our second semifinal matchup. And the Dark Horse duo managed to get past the first round, defeating the Killjoy Club after Chloe Marks went into a psychotic fit, destroying Stevie Gabriel at ringside, won by countout, but as a certain Bloody Brit would say, it's a legit way to win. And now here they are in the semifinals, one step away from making history. As our women's tag team champions continue to watch and wait at the finish line. Who will it be in our main event that challenges them? Remember, managers at this point no longer allowed at ringside. If Tori Doyle were part of that last matchup, perhaps the result would have been different. So at least these two not going to have to worry about DRH coming back out here. More of that nonsense. And Chloe Marks looks like she has calmed down a little bit, but I think we need to see that fire again, baby. I think it's all those emotions kind of bubbled up. Everything Killjoy Club did to her. The half a year of her career that she lost. As she called it, stuck in the Killjoy Club vortex. I think that all finally came to the surface. She just lost it. Busting Stevie Gabriel open, beating a part of my French here, beating the fuck out of her. When Marks finally came to, realized she won the matchup by countout. But Marks said that nothing is going to stop her this season from becoming a champion. We just saw that. The Rising Star champion, Maggie Shaw, and Ashley Rain, who of course defeated the Vances in the first round. I said it, I'll say it again. Dangerous duo right here. Both living legends. One a Hall of Famer, one a future Hall of Famer. And by the end of the night, Maggie Shaw, we might be calling her Two-belt Shaw. Move aside, Alice Blake. The bounty hunter for Shea Hoxton, acting as Ashley Ray's tag team partner. And we saw just how devastating these two are in that first round. I won't tell you how much money I got riding on these two, but it's a decent amount. Let's say a year's supply of W I got on this one. And I'm confident I'm going to get a nice return. After what I saw in that first round, look, no disrespect to Giovanna and Cassidy, but we're talking Maggie Shaw, and we're talking the Hall of Famer, the three-time women's champion, Shea Hoxton's left-hand woman, Ashley Ray, coming equipped with a kendo stick. I hope she doesn't actually plan on utilizing that. Get these two disqualified. There goes my my W investment. This is our semifinal matchup. B. Barrett and Brina Story awaiting the winning team in our finals. History making here in Tokyo, Japan, inaugural Women's Tag Team Cup. Who will be joining Pure Excellence celebrating at the local Tokyo nightclubs? That big, beautiful gold trophy, and of course, potentially championship gold. Let's find out. Quinn Bell gonna kick things off against Maggie Shaw. Referee rings that bell, and it's time to get it on. And the two bigger women in the matchup. Look to the jaw there by Quinn Bell. We really need to see Chloe Marks slip on that switch again here. Oh, nice alley-oop there from the Rising Star champion. Now to wonder who Brina Story and B. Barrett would rather face. I don't know. I mean, if I were them, look, and again, no disrespect to Chloe Marks or to Quinn Bell, but I would not want to face Maggie Shaw and Ashley Ray. And it's just the fact that Marks and Bell, obviously more inexperienced. This is only their third time teaming up. Like what I saw from them, and especially Chloe Marks in the first round, but even still. Oh, Irish whip counted though, and Bell now into the corner. Forearm inside the head. I was informed before this matchup what underway, guys. We now know which two members of Pax La Fame will be defending the women's tag team titles in the main event. It will be the classic duo, reunited, and it feels so good, of Sarah Miller and Alice Blake. Celeste going to be in their corner. But again, who will they be defending against? We're just a couple steps away from finding out, as Maggie Shaw going to take a trip to ringside, trying to recatch her breath. Quinn Bell's going to stare at her. I don't blame her. I often find myself staring at Maggie Shaw in pure awe of this woman. Thrown down onto the floor rather nonchalantly there as Ashley Ray watches on very closely. Mentioned it earlier, guys, that Quinn Bell, Ashley Ray, former CMB Women's Tag Team Champions together. It wasn't even that long ago, about a year ago. Well, obviously that friendship no longer exists. Look at Ray telling Quinn Bell, you stay away from me, I'll hurt you if I have to. Don't play with me. Count of 9, Maggie Shaw has until 20 to get back into the ring. Oh, Quinn, damn! They just broke Ashley Ray's back. Knocking her down to the floor right there. And now, vintage Quinn Bell with the trifecta. Singing neat backbreakers from the Rebel Queen. Shaw quick to get herself into the corner. Pick herself up to her feet. Those long legs. Oh, Quinn Bell, I love this. I love this. The moonsault from off the bottom rope. You think it's done there? No, sir. Moonsault from Retro. Hang on a minute. You think she's done? Think again. All the way to the top. 3 times the charm. Into the pin. That could be it. 1, 2, but a kick out by Maggie Shaw. Gonna tag to Chloe Marks now. Come on, Chloe. Let's see that fire. Let's see that tenacity. Ooh, kick to the side of the head. Whoa. Maggie Shaw's not interested in seeing it. Tag to Ashley Rain. My moon, my stars, my everything. The left-handed woman of Shay Hoxton, the Hall of Famer, the 3-time women's champion, 2-time women's tag team champion, 4 women's hardcore champion, tags Maggie Shaw right back in. Let Shaw do the work. Why not? Shaw's the one that's been hired here tonight by Shay Hoxton. Well, blow on the knuckles. Boom! Like a shotgun blast to the face. Oh, but Quinn Bell takes out the ref and breaks up the pin. One fell swoop. As Ren gets tagged right back in. Chloe Marks, though, still staring up the lights, potentially having no idea what planet she's on right now, but snaps back to reality. Trying for a torture rack countered by Rain. Chloe gonna try to make that tag to Quinn Bell, and she does. Here we go. Former tag team partners now gonna square up. Picked up and drops that behind this Quinn Bell. The referee is still down. Is it really that nasty of an elbow from Quinn Bell? There we go. Finally started to get back to his feet now. As Quinn with a moonsault to the out. Oh. All right then. Quinn's got a hold of the arm now. Gonna snap that thing. Try to rip it right off. And Rain back to the ring. Don't want another count out victory here. Everyone would then be saying, cheese your way to the finals. Taken seriously. Not what Quinn Bell wants. Small package from Ashley Rain. Looking to steal it real quick here. He almost does, too. 2.999. Now the tag to Maggie Shaw. Rising Star champion. Oh, Quinn, though, comes back to life explosively. Look at the elbows from Shaw right there. Dang. And a back suplex. Nothing fancy, but that's Maggie Shaw through and through. Nothing fancy, nothing flashy, real old school, real nasty. And especially those hands of hers, those lefts, those rights, baby. She learned from her daddy. Second generation superstar. Oh, and gets guillotined down to the outside. And Maggie in an intense stare down now with Chloe Marks. As Quinn Bell gets a chance to try and recover here. Looks like Maggie may be giving her an opportunity to just stay down and take the count out loss. That ain't Quinn Bell, though. That ain't going to happen. As Maggie and Chloe just continue to stare into each other's eyes. But it ain't lust. I can tell you that much. A spinning back elbow going to drop Quinn Bell like a sack of stone. Head slammed off the canvas. Kick. Top of the head with long leg. Another big boot from the Rebel Queen. And now the Death Valley Bomb. Slap in the face. Insult to injury. But for the win. To advance to the finals. Rain comes in. Lickety split makes that save. Quinn Bell not happy about it. Gonna take out her former tag team partner. Botch flex to Rain. Well, that's Rain taken care of, but Maggie Shaw is the legal woman here. Still focused on Rain, though. Oh, a botch flex for Shaw as well. She's headed them out. 1, 2, kick out. Now, be careful here, Rain. It's not her fault, but she's going to get disqualified if she doesn't get out of the ring here. Referees having none of this chaos. Big European uppercut to the back of the head. Shoots the half. Forearm to the face, but a 2 count is all Maggie Shaw is going to get. Quick trip up. It looks like Chloe Marks guys may be out of this matchup. Much like we saw with Ruby Rebel earlier. Suffered a big shot, took her out for almost the remainder of the match against Brina Story and Bea Barrett. Might be that big right hook for Maggie Shaw. Chloe Marks ate a few minutes ago. Could be a broken jaw. You never know. But it looks like Quinn Bell might be on her own. At least for now. Look at this for Quinn Bell. Giving Maggie Shaw a face full of fists. Kick out. Up to the top. But Maggie's quick to make the tag. Huda could have on it by Ashley Ray, now legal. Nice, gets dragged by arm and by leg. Does Quinn Bell. Oh, you know what Ray's looking for here. Vintage as it gets, but Quinn Bell knew it. Knows Ray too well. Like I said, former women's tag team champions together, these two. Up to the top, gonna try for it, but Rain able to counter. Now it's Rain. Soaking it all in, drinking it all in here in Tokyo, Japan. Before delivering that nasty back elbow in the corner of Quinn Bell's right back up. I'm trying to run Rain down, unable to do so. What the fuck? Cartwheel into an Alabama slam, brother. Woo! Out on the apron now is Quinn Bell. Looking to take flight here. Oh, that slingshot lariat. I love it. Ashley Ray, I'm sure, doesn't. Get some repeated elbows now to the inside of Ray's left knee. Quinn Bell is on her own, man, but she is dominating this matchup. And a double knee face breaker into the pin. Quinn can have it. Quinn can have it. 1, 2. Not even a 2 count. That's a little 1.999 right there. Doesn't give up though, does Quinn Bell. Death Valley bomb to keep the pressure on. There's those slaps. Salt in the wound. Another pin attempt. Desperate as Quinn, but Maggie Shaw breaking it up. Quinn gotta stay focused here. Stay locked in. Could just be one big move away. One botchplex away. Oh, Rain though. Seen what was coming out of the corner. Oh, a little short there. Back in the corner. Rain gonna opt to make the tag to Maggie Shaw instead. Let her handle the rest of this matchup here. Maggie Shaw's job, hired by Shay Hoxton. Back though, jockeying for control of these two. In the corner, Shaw, not what she wants to be. And here's why. Quinn Bell gonna bring her up to the top. What for what? Oh, the plunge, the plunge! Holy shit! Into the pin. Oh, but Rain, man, the numbers game. No Chloe Marks to help out. Safe to say Marks may have suffered an injury. She's not going to be any help here for Quinn Bell. Quinn Bell, though, doesn't need help, evidently. And the Rebel Queen has the Rising Star Champion hurt. Face first off that top turnbuckle, busted wide open. Quinn going to go to the opposite corner, full steam ahead. Oh, psyched around, big slap across the face. Maggie, though, a veteran, able to roll herself out of the apron, avoid potentially getting pinned by Quinn Bell right there. Big hook to the jaw, though, sends it right back at it with a forearm smash. Shaw's back in the ring. Quinn Bell's ready for it, tries to go low. Maggie Shaw nicely able to counter it there. Irish whip, they're going to send her off the ropes. Belly to belly, no, gouges the eye. Maggie Shaw gouges the eye, and there's that big right hand. Shaw, though, gonna tag in Rain. Wow, let Rain go for the pin. Unbelievable. You love to see it. 1, 2, what? Quinn Bell kicks out. How? Rain, though. Oh, looking for a sunny side down. Quinn Bell, big slap across the face. And a back suplex. Still fighting. Might be drifting into the deep end, but her head is still above the water. This is not over yet. A botchplex. Second time to Ashley Rain. Oh, Maggie Shaw right there. Easy as can't be. Breaks up that pin, but gonna pay for it. Gonna pay for it. Is the Rising Star champion. Big kick upside the head, down to the outside, she said. Quinn Bell to the top. Who's she gonna target though? She's got her pick. Fans on their feet. Quinn Bell going for Rain. Oh man, I didn't get all of it. Did not get all of whatever she was trying for. That I think maybe a neck breaker or something. Just barely grazed Rain. Another Death Valley bomb, this time on the floor. Dear God, man. Maggie Shaw's back up, but Rain is the legal woman here. Here comes Shaw, though, to help out her tag team partner. The numbers game with Chloe Marks incapacitated. Maggie Shaw, oh, head first into the steel post. That might take care of her. Up to a count of 8 here. 20 to get back into the ring. Quinn Bell not going to risk it. Pacing back and forth, though. Quinn Bell got that energy course through her veins right now. Fired up with these fans here in Tokyo, Japan, rallying behind her. Going back to the top. Got impatient, I guess. And an elbow drop. Get her back in the ring, Quinn. Get her back in the ring. Maggie Shaw is still down. This could be Quinn's chance. Perhaps her only chance. Her best chance. Holy shit, she's going to do it. She's going to do it. Quinn Bell's going to do it. I believe. Oh, no I don't. Ashley Rain. Able to escape. Snap there. Big kick to the back. And into the pin. Desperate is Rain here. 1, 2. Kick out though. And going to make that tag to Maggie Shaw. Again, Rain retreats behind Shaw. Going to let her do the dirty work. But Quinn with a kick to the top of the head. Irish whip attempted, but able to reverse. Into the corner now. And Shaw. Oh, no. Pile driver. Oh, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming, Quinn Bell. 1, 2. What? Maggie Shaw, understandably livid. Oh, but fret not. Bam! Second time, come on. 1, 2, 3. Maggie Shaw and Ashley Rain are headed to the finals. After Chloe Marks got taken out, guys, Quinn Bell put up the fight of her career here in Tokyo, Japan. No doubt about it. Brought out the big guns. Did everything she could. But in the end, just too much to handle on her own. There was the first punch that Quinn Bell suffered. Ashley Rain was the one who went for the pin. Quinn Bell able to kick out. Here was the botchplex, which very well may have had the match won, if not for Maggie Shaw able to come in and break up the pin. Big Death Valley bomb on the floor. As Quinn Bell really started rolling the last few minutes. There's an elbow drop, 10 feet to the floor. But in the end, here was what ultimately cost Quinn Bell. Got caught with the pile driver. Still somehow managed to kick out of that. But it was for naught, as immediately after, Maggie Shaw with another big right hook. Knuckle sandwich for you. And you could have counted to 100. So our finals are set. Ashley Rain, Maggie Shaw, Rena Story, B. Barrett. Up next, the finals of the inaugural Women's Tag Team Cup. And got to give Shaw a few minutes to get cleaned up a little bit by the doctors. Got that cut. Not too bad, it looks like, but before our finals begin. my friends. Here we go. It is time. The finals of the inaugural Women's Tag Team Cup. It comes down to this. Ashley Rain and Maggie Shaw taking on the team of Brina Story and B. Barrett as we get straight into it. Maggie Shaw and Story getting things started here. History in the making, my friends. And of course, the winning team here will immediately up next in our main event. Challenge Pax LaFaves, Sarah Miller, and Alice Blake for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Ashley Rain and Maggie Shaw, who overcame the Vances, and as we just saw a few moments ago, the team of Chloe Marks and Quinn Bell to make it here. Meanwhile, Story and Barrett defeating main character Energy and the Undisputed Elite to arrive here at the finish line. Just one step to go. Big kick to the shoulder, looks like right there out of the corner by B. Barrett, who's now from behind. Ooh. Maggie Shaw's neck right down onto her knee and a kick to the gut there. B. Barrett a little bit saucy here in the finals. I guess you gotta be. Maggie takes an early trip to the outside. Massive here, guys, for Brina Story and B. Barrett. Two rookies have only been in CMB a month and change. And here they are in the finals of the very first ever Women's Tag Team Cup here. Literally about to potentially make history. Forever go down in the CMB record book. All that they've overcome here tonight as well. And now here they are. Oh, nice springboard splash into the pin. Imagine that it was just that easy after everything they had to go through. Maybe it will be. Holy shit, that was close right there. Even Rain got worried. B. Barrett was really hoping it would be just that easy, but no such luck from the wrestling gods. Do get an elbow delivered right there. Meanwhile, on the other side, you've got two living legends. You got one a Hall of Famer, one a future Hall of Famer. Both multi-time champions, women's world champions. Maggie Shaw, current Rising Star champion. And Shay Hobson got to be grinning right now. His gal's just one step away. Another big win for Shay Hobson in permanence. If Rain and Shaw can get the job done here. Brina Story broke up that pin, but wasn't looking to step up to Maggie Shaw just yet. However, the tag, Ashley Rain tagged the Story as well. I mean, look at this, guys. A month and change. Brina Story is in the ring right now with the greatest female competitor in CMB history. Hall of Fame, 3-time Women's World Champion. Talk about it. What an opportunity for Story, who's not looking to waste it. Up to the top rope she goes. From way up top. Oh, but Maggie Shaw tried to run interference a little bit too late, however. Brina able to hit that missile drop kick into the pin. Kick out, though, just before 2 by Ashley Rain. We'll find it out what the buzz is all about here tonight from Story and Barrett. Max Slam follows up with a drop kick. Ooh, nope, Rain able to see it coming at the very last second. Saves herself from potentially get blasted right there. Basement drop kick from Rain instead. Rain make the tag to the Rising Star champion Maggie Shaw. Shaw, they're going to mark her territory. Ain't playing with these rookies. Grabbing a handful of hair, blowing on the knuckles. Thanks for coming, Brina Story. Hope you had a good time. Into the pin, but saved. Just at the count of 1 by B. Barrett. Brina Story, though, could have a jack jaw right now. That's if she's lucky. Still able to counter the Irish whip, though. And in the corner, double axe handle. Spins her around, gets a good look at her. Forearm smash. Whoa. Takes her down right in front of Ashley Rain here. Story with a moonsault. Maggie Shaw gets out of the way. Wow, what an adjustment. Mid-move by Brina Story. Still hits the moonsault. 2.999, brother. Ashley Rain didn't even break that up. Maggie Shaw kick out. Monumental moonsault. Monumental moonsault. Monumental moonsault! She's going to do it. She's going to do it. 1, 2. Maggie Shaw kicks out Brina Story, though. knows she has to stay on the attack with someone like Maggie Shaw. She's hurt. Get her in the corner, make the tag to B. Barrett, but no, elbow from Shaw. Elbows now to the gut. Trying to isolate Shaw. This is the time to do so. Cut off the ring. Stop Shaw from making the tag. Continue to wear her down. Nice snap DDT right there. Very Josh Wolf-esque. But Maggie gonna make the tag. Tag made to B. Barrett. Tag made to Ashley Rain as well. They go right after each other. Hold it. Oh, nope. STO from B. Barrett. Up to Retro. Oh, nope, decided against it. Tries for a stop, though. Rain with a kick to the gut. Hook to the jaw. No, stop by Barrett. Big chop to the chest. Scooped up. And a shoulder breaker. Rain, the veteran, knows where she is at all times. Able to drop to the outside, but Brina Story. Oh, Shaw coming from around the ring to deliver that Meteora. Love it. Takes it down to her knees. Big back kick. Some serious whiplash for the Hall of Famer. Story keeps a close eye. Counter of the Irish whip. Ooh, throws her. Oh, and a big punch to the back of the head. Double accidental. Thanks a whole lot, Story. Oh, no. Oh, no. What is Rain going to do here? Powerbomb on the floor. Almost powerbombed it right on top of Brina Story. We're at a count of 8, guys. As Rain throws. Neck breaker to B. Barrett. Story is still down. This is not good. Count of 10. And you know Ashley Rain has no qualms. Look at that. Cry about it, says Ashley Rain. Come on, Barrett. Get up. Get up, Barrett. Brina Story. Trying to buy her tag team partner some time. Get up, B. The fight isn't over yet. B. Barrett, hesitant. But there's no backing down here. You're at the finish line, baby. It's full throttle. Oh, not too sure what happened there. Looks like B. Barrett might have stumbled a little bit on that kick attempt. Now she's got her in the corner. Big boot to the side of the head. Throws her out in the middle of the ring. From behind now. Nice mat slam. Into the pin. B. Barrett. Broken up, though, by Shaw. Brina Story back up on the apron. Up to the top rope goes B. Barrett. This B is going to fly. No, Rain makes the quick tag to Shaw. Goes right after Shaw. No fear by B. Barrett. Big leg kick. No. Scissors pin. Scissors pin. Caught is B. Barrett here. Caught. Oh, but kick out. And now big punches from the Rising Star champion. Tries for the stop. No, gets out of the way. Big back elbow. And those rights, man. Those lefts. You can't play with Maggie Shaw and her striking ability. Allie. Oh, did you see that landing? B. Barrett, yeah, she's bleeding too. Smacked her face off the canvas, brother. She's bleeding. Oh, and Maggie Shaw sees it, and she's going in for the kill. That Greco-Roman choke. Careful, though. Not to get disqualified. That would be a shame. Yeah, the complexion of this matchup just changed in an instant. This is, oh, guillotine! B. Barrett guillotine as Maggie Shaw continues now to drop some big fists on B. Barrett. And now, like flipping a switch, it's easy. Pile driver to seal the deal. 1, 2. And even Brina Story was like, hang on a second. Oh, but B. Barrett, that might have been what she had left. That last bit of gas. The right hand connects flush. 1, 2. No! B. Barrett's alive! B. Barrett must have a jaw made of steel to kick out of that. As quickly, though, Maggie Shaw stays on top of her. Like a monkey on a cut. Oh, no, not like this. Not like this. Ref, come on. Not like this. Not after everything. B. Barrett kicks out. Looking at Maggie Shaw like really just tried to pull that. Of course, you got to do whatever you got to do. Maggie Shaw back in the ring. B. Barrett's ready for her. Gonna take her for a walk over to the ropes. Up against the ropes now. Big kick to the back of the knee. I mean, if I were B. Barrett, I'd be looking to make that tag to bring the story right about now, but that's just me, baby. Drop kick to the face. Barrett's toughness, as well as Brina's stories. The story of this Women's Tag Team Cup, no pun intended. And there's that tag. Yeah, here comes Brina. Maybe not exactly fresh, but I think at this point doing better than B. Barrett at the very least. And Brina, gonna spin around with a nice chop, back of the knee. Maggie Shaw gonna drop herself to the outside. Looking for a momentary breather, looking to catch her breath. Oh, and Ashley Rain. Almost forgotten about her for a moment. How could I? Rita, over the top, takes out Rain. Did not get all of that, though. That springboard cross behind him to the outside. Grazed Rain. At least that's enough, though, to keep her down. And Brina, this is her chance. She knows it. I can tell. I can see it in Brina's eyes. Back suplex. Brina. Oh, Reigns back up on the apron at last as the tag is made to B. Barrett. Rain was down for quite a while there, but she's not completely out. However, the thing's looking bad for Maggie Shaw right now. 1, 2, kick out. The finals of the inaugural Women's Tag Team Cup, my friends. It all comes down to this. Who up next in our main event will challenge Patch LaFames for the Women's Tag Team titles? Who goes home with the big gold trophy? Slumdog Millionaire! Oh, Stun Dog. Stun am I right now? Forget about it. Big splash mode. Shaw gets out of the way. And now the tag to Ashley Rain. B. Barrett face down, middle of the ring here. Look how she waits just patiently for B. Barrett to start getting to her feet. Punch to the gut though. B. Barrett says surprise. Tries for a kick to the gut though, gets caught. B. Barrett, however, with the pollen bomb! Pollen bomb! Into the pin. That's a rare one. Oh, but gets broken up by Maggie Shaw. Not even a 1 count for B. Barrett. What's B thinking now? What's the next step as she goes up to the second rope, as she waits for Ashley Rain to get to her feet? So up high, nice cross body. Right there in the corner. Decides not to make a tag to Brina. Big kick to the back instead. B. Barrett keeping up the attack. No time to waste. Irish whip into the corner. Oh, gonna try for the tag. Ashley Rain, though, escapes. Oh, maybe she doesn't. Gets caught. And the bees. Oh, no. Rain wants none of the bees' knees. Scoop slam, though. Countered by Barrett. Able to slip down behind Rain. Take out the back of the knee, and now the tag to Brina's story. It looks like maybe these two are going to converge for a moment. Not a lot of time to do so. Maybe should have formulated a game plan before the match started. Nice drop kick there by Brina. Beautiful drop kick. And into the pin. Could this potentially do it? 1, 2, almost. And almost is not good enough, unfortunately, in this game of ours. Barrett tagged back in. Low approach in the corner. Oh, but countered. And now it's Rain. Shows off the guns, baby. I got 2 tickets. Back elbow takes Barrett off her feet. Popped up out of the corner. And into the pin. It's over. Maybe here. 1, 2. Kick out. What is it going to take for one of these teams to back down? Close as it gets here, man. The needle's edge. Tag to Maggie Shaw. Irish whip to send Barrett off the ropes. High up into the sky with that back body drop. Ooh, but a quick kick. Stuns the Rising Star champion just long enough for B. Barrett. An inverted Tanahashi clothesline. And the tag going to bring Story in. Brings her up ever so slowly for a kick to the... Oh, I thought she was going for the moonlight drive. Well, this is exactly what's better for Maggie Shaw. The double underhook, finishing strong. Brina not even going to try for the pin. Brina knows. She's watched. She's watched the tape. She's watched what's unfolded here tonight. It's going to take more than that. Well, she's doing a little bit of a jig right now. Not really that impressive. And there's the moonlight drive. Into the pin, baby. Bring it home. Bring it home. No. Ashley Rain breaks up the pin. Brina's pissed. She knew she had it there. Victory secured. So close, yet so far away. And the tag to B. Barrett, though. Snapmare. Rolling neck snap. Big kick to the back. Maggie will try to get herself to safety here at ringside. Brina Story keeping on top of Maggie Shaw, going to try to throw her back into the ring, but Maggie reverses Brina. Instead gets thrown into the ring. What's B. Barrett doing over there? What's the B doing? DDT! Back in the ring. Remember, B. Barrett's the legal one here. Ducks that clothesline. Irish whip going to set. No counters. Out onto the apron. Maggie Shaw has eyes for Brina Story, though, evidently. B. Barrett back in. From behind, elbow to the jaw for her. Not quick enough. Counters the Irish whip again. Clothesline, though. Does not connect. Barrett able to outmaneuver her. From behind, once again. DDT. Reverse DDT. And a stomp to the chest. All these women exhausted. B. Barrett bleeding, but this is what it's all about, baby. The finals of the very first ever Women's Tag Team Cup. Elbow to the jaw. And Barrett with a massive pollen bomb. Do it, baby. 1, 2. Mamma mia. Papa John. B. Barrett with the tag to Brina Story. Maggie Shaw recovering on the apron. Back in now. Brina going right after her up against the ropes. Gonna tuck her to the outside. Wait a minute. Brina Story feeling a little froggy. Gonna take that. Oh, right hand. The thunderous right hand of Maggie Shaw cracking Brina Story's jaw. And B. Barrett trying to fight to protect the tag team partner. Gonna take the bullet. Eats the pile driver. Brina Story gonna capitalize. B. Barrett's down though. She might be down for the rest of this match. Big clothesline takes out Brina. And now the punches and bunches. Oh, now Story is bleeding. Everybody's down at the hands of Maggie Shaw. Good Lord, man. See ya, Barrett. Yeah, I think it's become academic now. Brina's lifeless body dragged from out of the corner as blood pours down her face. And there's the final hammer to nail the coffin lid shut. What? What? Brina kicks out Maggie. Eyes as wide as can be, but in the corner, Brina, I don't know how. Still some life left. Spins her around with a Spanish fly. And as neither team will back down, guys, we're starting to get into the deep waters here. Remember the time limit each match has. Just over 5 minutes remains. What happens if this ends in a time limit draw? I have no idea. Hopefully we don't have to figure it out. There's still 5 minutes and change remaining. Plenty of time for one of these teams to get the job done. Snap vertical suplex again by Brina here. Oh, makes it. Oh, Ashley Rain from out on the apron. Gets Brina with that guillotine, but Brina gonna crawl. Very slowly but surely makes the tag to B. Barrett. Time for B. Barrett to nut up here. Put the team on her back. Gonna give Ashley Rain another taste of that skull-cracking DDT off the apron. Maggie Shaw is back in the ring. B. Barrett coming to meet her. Face to face, nice dodge there by Barrett. Oh, big uppercut though. Irish whip gets countered, off the ropes, tries for a knee. Shaw though, able to hang back, knife that shot, and a somersault cutter to the Rising Star champion. Has tagged back in as Brina Story now. Both Brina Story and B. Barrett bleeding at this point, but they are still standing. They are still fighting. Oh, trying for that senton. Maggie Shaw rolls out of the way. Look how slow everyone's moving. Exhausted. Big kick from Brina. What can she do here? What can she do? Tags in B. Barrett. B. Barrett, what do you have left? What's it gonna take? Kick to the gut. The Bee's Knees! 1, 2, 3! Your winners of the inaugural Women's Tag Team Cup, ladies and gentlemen, Brina Story and B. Barrett have done it. What a match. And there's not a single soul that with a straight face could say that these two did not earn this. Main character energy, the undisputed elite, Maggie Shaw and Ashley Rain, all falling at the hands of Story and Barrett here tonight as they make history. Winners of the first ever Women's Tag Team Cup. They get that bonus check. Brina Story might need it after eating at that steakhouse. They get the big, beautiful gold trophy. And up next in the main event, they get their shot at the Women's Tag Team titles, baby. The night's not over yet. I don't know how the hell. Look, I'm not going to put that bad energy out there. Suffice to say, it's quite a hill to climb, but we'll find out what happens up next in our main event. Brina Story and B. Barrett, lads and gents, forever will have their spot in the CNB history book. Inaugural Women's Tag Team Cup winners. But will the night be even sweeter than honey if they can leave the new Women's Tag Team champions? You know what it is, my friends. It is time. Our main event of the evening here in Tokyo, Japan. The winners of the inaugural Women's Tag Team Cup about to get their shot at Pats LaFaves at the Women's Tag Team titles. And we know it's going to be Sarah Miller and Alice Blake defending the gold here. Celestia in their corner. What a night it's been for the team of Brina Story and B. Barrett. They made it through main character energy against the odds. They made it through a game Undisputed Elite. They toppled Maggie Shaw and Ashley Rain, but still, before they can fully cross that finish line, standing in their way, Sarah Miller and Alice Blake. I like how Celestia doesn't even let Sarah Miller wear the championship, even though she's going to be the one fighting in this matchup. Celestia really not letting go of that title until she absolutely has to. I can appreciate it. But we saw that these three are solidified. Any beef that might have been murmured about throughout the CM universe these last few weeks, it was squashed. As Pats LaFaves, they are here, they are united, and they are ready to get it on. Women's Tag Team titles, what it's all about. And B. Barrett going to get things started against Sarah Miller here. As against Celestia. Hopefully it's just going to be a spectator. We've seen her ringside company throughout the night, more than comfortable getting involved in the matchups. With Sarah Miller immediately putting her backside to good use. Of course, as a team, Sarah Miller and Alice Blake still undefeated. But Miller, more recently, has been suffering a number of losses, with defeated one-on-one by Cassidy Vance, and then that handicap match against the Undisputed Elite. The Pats LaFaves are, at last, for the first time since this new season began, fully united and out in full force here in Tokyo, Japan, ready to defend the gold. As Alice Blake said earlier tonight, 168 days as the Women's Tag Team Champions. Brenda Story now tagged in. That, I do not know about that. Oh, that might be a little bit more achievable. No, still, I was going to say, that is a real distance, man. Quite a risk taken. And I don't really know if Brenda Story and B. Barrett can afford to take any risks. Considering they're coming into this matchup lucky to be at 25%. The pinfall attempt nonetheless here by Brenda Story. Kick out, though, by Miller. Alice Blake even said herself, look, I've been distracted, focusing on Xander Slate over the last few weeks, but it's time to get down to business. About the Women's Tag Team titles here. Sarah Miller gonna roll. Oh, what's Celestia doing? Or she really wanted to be the one competing here tonight, I guess. Maybe it's a rock, paper, scissors, some sort of deal to decide who would be fighting here. But it is Miller and Blake. Big time guillotine, knocking Miller down to the floor. Remember, champion's advantage is in effect. That means that if this match ends by count out or disqualification, no matter which way, Pats LaFaves will be leaving still the champions. B. Barrett and Brina Story, they got to get it done by pin or submission. They got to get it done in the ring. And let's not forget what happened a couple nights ago, guys. The 8th annual Men's Tag Team Cup, the World Tag Team title match, ended in a time limit draw. Hopefully that doesn't happen here. We get definitive clear winners, one way or the other. Hold up to her feet here. Is B. Barrett now, Irish whip. Oh, it looks like Alice Blake, though. Tried to take a swipe at B. Barrett there and paid dearly for it. Guillotined and dropped to the outside right at the feet of Celestia, who doesn't seem all that concerned. Instead, B. Barrett now with a tag to Brina Story. The odds obviously well against the challengers here as the tag is made to Alice Blake. Here comes the Women's World Champion. And I say again, as I was talking about the last match, here's Brina Story, a month and change into her CMB career. No matter what happens here, made history tonight, winning the first ever Women's Tag Team Cup here in CMB. But now in the ring with the Women's World Champion fighting for the Women's Tag Team titles. I mean, what a rise for Brina Story in such a short amount of time. Ooh, Alice Blake just swatted out of the air right there by Brina Story. And Sarah Miller back up on the apron. Celestia pacing back and forth. Not looking too happy about what's going on right now. Back suplex going to drop the kick connoisseur. Story now off the ropes with a nice senton. Oh, look how she shot that look at Sarah Miller like, well, I dare you to try something. Into the corner now. The tag to B. Barrett. Teamwork, the name of the game. What are they doing here? B. Barrett with a high knee. Meanwhile, Story out on the apron, kicks the back of the head, and now Barrett going to pull Alice Blake into a Northern Light suplex with the bridge. 1, 2, but a kick out. Up to the top as Alice Blake tries to make that tag. No, gets stopped. Damn, Barrett. Well, I guess she is the bee. Got that flight, covering that distance to stop Alice Blake from making the tag. And went for the pin, but that gets broken up by Sarah Miller. Also got to add on to the everything else, the fact that how intimidating it's got to be going against a team that's undefeated for 168 days since they arrived here in CND. Sarah Miller and Alice Blake, as there's the tag now to Miller. Now it looks like Celestia even showed up ready to fight here tonight. She didn't even bring some casual clothing. They might have decided right at the gorilla position who was coming out here. As Miller, I would love if they do retain. Celestia gets in to celebrate with the championship. Oh, careful. Brina Story looked momentarily intimidated by Sarah Miller, but that doesn't last long. However, gets tripped up there. Oh, there's the tag to B. Barrett. Miller's just standing her ground, though, 10 toes down, not budging. Oh, nice counter. Drops down behind his Barrett for a shot to the back of the knee. Remember the champion's advantage, guys. The challengers here, the winners of the inaugural Women's Tag Team Cup, B. Barrett, Brina Story, they cannot win the titles by countout or DQ. It's got to be by pin or submission in the ring. See Barrett continue to target the left ankle of Sarah Miller here at ringside. Miller with the Irish whip. You know, Sarah Miller, she said as much earlier tonight, she was hoping Undisputed Elite were going to win the Tag Team Cup. She was really feeding to get hands on them for what they did to her and Celestia over these last few weeks. Got up 8 here. B. Barrett able to get to her feet. Oh, gonna go say how do you do. Oh, but gets interrupted by Alice Blake. Face first off the steel ring post. No, that's what you get, I guess. Back of the ring, a Psycho knee! Into the pin, holy shit! What? Oh my lord, brother. I literally got on the edge of my seat right there. I thought for a second, well, wait a minute! Wait a minute! Going for maybe trying to set up Bees, or perhaps the Shining Beezard. Well, whatever she was looking for got countered by Sarah Miller. Now gets sent into the corner. Reversed. Sarah Miller takes a couple of steps back. Alice Blake back up on the apron. Miller with a hell of a kick. Cave B's face in there. The tag made to Alice Blake. I appreciate that Celestia hasn't attempted to get involved in any sort of way here. She's just out here in support. Supporting their tag team partners. Friends. Of course, maybe I don't want to speak too soon. Ooh, Meteora. Oh, looks like Blake, though, might have injured her knee on the way down. That's no good, especially when you're the kick connoisseur. Most of your arsenal is kicks and knees. If I were B. Barrett, I'd go right after that knee. Oh, well, there's some knees from Barrett. Meteora and a tag to Brina Story. As Blake tries to quickly get herself up in the corner, but Story's right there waiting for her like a monkey on a cupcake. Big elbow for the Women's World Champion. As Alice Blake, not only are these two undefeated as a team, Alice Blake is undefeated point blank, period. 168 days, no one's been able to pin her. No one's been able to submit her. Hasn't even lost by count out. Irish whip into the corner. As the tag is made to Sarah Miller, the champions get to work. Dual offense, double hip toss, double kick to the chest and back. Miller, you know, she's always looking to hand out that pixie plex. Brina Story got to avoid it with the black leg. Here's Story with a double underhook. The butterfly suplex, not just once, not just twice, and now going to finish strong. Double underhook, face buster. We're going to have new champions, perhaps. New champions inbound. One, but Blake making sure that this match does not end there. Breaking up the pin. Brina Story making sure she retreats to the apron as the tag now made to B. Barrett. I'll tell you what, so far, man, unbelievably so, the challenges have been largely in control. I wouldn't go so far as to say they've been dominating, but up to the top, certainly doing a whole lot better than I thought they would. Elbow drop from off the top by B. Barrett. Stomp to the chest. Women's tag team titles on the line here, guys. It's our main event. Brina Story and B. Barrett, winners of the inaugural Women's Tag Team Cup, challenging Pax LaFave. Monumental moonsault! And will it be monumental? 1, 2. 2.999, but look at Story, no more hesitation. She goes right back to work. Look at all they've overcome here tonight. You can't fret. You got to stay focused. Big clothesline by Miller. And Sarah Miller looking to blast back tenfold here with the pixie plex. But Brina counters, neck breaker. Well, Sarah Miller quick to escape though. Tries to grab at the ankles. Trying to get a little bit dirty here. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. With the titles on the line. After that tag, big elbow to the jaw by Sarah Miller. Can't act quick enough though. Story able to catch her. Elbows to the midsection though by Miller now. And holy shit, what a Shining Wizard. Brina Story sent packing as Sarah Miller's able to make the tag now to Alice Blake. Blake is the impatient type, not going to wait for Story to get back into the ring. Goes right after her. Story doing a great job dodging these kicks. Alice Blake, of course, prides herself on her kicks, her striking ability. 2 belts, Blake. Looking to leave the same way she arrived here in Tokyo, Japan, with her 2 belts. That's her count of 5. Remember, 20 to get back into the ring. Double boot stop and the vintage Borton combo attempted, but Brina Story able to avoid the kick to the chest. Oh my goodness, man! Lighten her up like the 4th of July. It's Alice Blake. Count of 9. Alice Blake taking the long way around, forcing Brina Story to chase after her. And whatever energy Story might have had left coming into this matchup, Blake trying to force her to exert herself. Now in the corner, you know what it is. Sliced oranges. Hooking the legs to retain, but a broken up is the pin by B. Barrett at the count of 1. Blake, though, pays her no mind. The veteran is locked in. Irish whip into the corner. And a slow approach as the tag is made to Sarah Miller. Double super kick for you. How's that jaw? How's that jaw right now? Celestia looks like she's a little bit, looks like it may be a little bit looped in. They get hit with something when I wasn't looking. Maybe hitting the Saki a little bit too much with Celestia earlier tonight. Perhaps that's why they chose for Sarah Miller and Alice Blake to be the ones to defend the titles here. Brina's up to the top. Sarah Miller back in after her. Big double axe handle attempted. Didn't have it well calculated though. And now out of the electric chair into a German suplex. Miller yanking at that arm, just trying to pick apart whatever's left of Brina Story here. Oh, nice knee. And another. Escapes this Story, but she's so hurt. Didn't get all of that single leg drop kick. Snapmare sets her up in perfect position for a pinpoint drop kick to the side of the head. Right there to make the tag to B. Barrett. Good thinking by Brina Story as Miller tries to pick herself up here against the ropes. Oh, mama. What a knee. And Barrett does not take her foot off the gas either. From Brett's rope, elbow to the throat, that looked like. I'm going to tag Story back in. Frequent tags, especially crucial so late into a matchup. Keep you and your partner as fresh as possible. Monumental moonsault. Alice Blake, though, running interference. She gets sent to the outside, and the monumental moonsault a second time. But Alice Blake, that son of a gun. Brina's not happy about it, but what are you going to do? Might have been all it right there. Pele kick. Miller's in trouble. Miller's in trouble. Oh, convening with B. Barrett for a moment. These two discussing how they want to proceed. What's the game plan? Brina to the top. Could it be a third? Could it be a third? No. She's trying for Brina. Big shot to the top of the head. And now back to the top. Monumental moonsault. Up there. No! Sarah Miller gets out of the way. And instead of a monumental moonsault, oh, hit with her own maneuver. The insult to injury from Sarah Miller. That went to the well one too many times. As I say, third time, in fact, not the charm for Brina Story here. As Alice Blake now gets tagged in. Chatted up with Celestia. Oh, that might have been it, guys. That might have been the last big shot. I don't know what the fuck just happened right there. Part of my Japanese. But neither woman connecting with whatever they were intending. And that third monumental moonsault might have been it. I mean, what can possibly be left? I don't even know if Brina Story can be running. What the fuck? I don't even... That was so fast! I didn't even see what just happened. I literally could not tell you what Alice Blake just hit. It was a blur. That was vexation right there, taking a page out of Morgan's playbook. As Brina tries so desperately to pick herself up. Oh, set up perfectly for sliced oranges. But Brina Story fights back, head kick, turns her around to say, how do you do? There's that Spanish fly. And into the pin. Desperation. Can it be enough? No. So close. Alice Blake looking for that tag. Honestly, I'd let Alice Blake make a tag. That's exactly what Brina's doing because Sarah Miller's going to be the one more beaten up here. She's taking the monumental moonsault twice. Out on the apron. Brina Story with that drop kick of hers. Love it. Look at Brina's not giving up. She's locked in. She's loaded up. People might be quick to write them off. But look at all they've been through here tonight. Look at all they've overcome, all they've achieved. Main character energy, dropped. Undisputed Elite, dropped. Maggie Shaw and Ashley Ray, dropped. And the chance might be next. Pixie Plex attempted. Brina rolls out of the way, though. But still gets caught. No counter. Elbow to the side of the head. Brina Story, man. What a sequence that was between the two. Holy shit, and now Brina. This didn't go so well for her against Maggie Shaw last match. She'll try for it again. DDT! And these fans in Tokyo, Japan are up on their feet. This is awesome indeed, baby. But it ain't over. Oh, Brina. Brina's lining up that drop kick. Bada boom! Both her boots planted upside the head of Sarah Miller goes to the pin. New champs crowd right here. She did it! Holy shit! We have new Women's Tag Team Champions! Winners of the inaugural Women's Tag Team Cup, baby! But that ain't all! Your new Women's Tag Team Champions! Brina Story. You want to talk about nutting up? Looks like B. Barrett may have gotten injured the last like 3-4 minutes of that match. She was down on the outside, but Brina Story. The definition of putting your team on your back there. And the last like 30 seconds, man, what a sequence between she and Sarah Miller. Counter, 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 counter. Finally set up Brenda Story to hit that drop kick. Right upside the head of Sarah Miller. And just like that, we've got ourselves new Women's Tag Team Champions. The 168-day reign of Past LaFaves comes to an end, as history is made here tonight in Tokyo, Japan. What a celebration there's going to be in the streets of Tokyo. Brenda Story, B. Barrett, the new Women's Tag Team Champions. They can hardly believe it. What a show, my friends. Thank you as always for joining me. Of course, our trip here to Tokyo, Japan is not over. Episodes number 120 of Shockwave and Octagon coming to you live right here from Tokyo, Japan. And we've got some big matches lined up for this next week. You don't want to miss it. But until next time, I will see you when I see you.